Recording. No, wait.
Not streaming, recording, yeah.
There.
We good?
It's not streaming?
It is streaming.
It is streaming, but like it was streaming, not recording.
There's a Twitch
Can
right
we get
there.
these drinks now? You want me to hand these out?
Yes, hand
Sure.
these out.
And then we hopefully won't have to get up.
Oh, I
Are they
touched
twist
the-
offs?
I have
hope
a
so.
opener on my keys anyway.
I wonder if we can get ad revenue from these.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
The close-up cam should be for little sponsors.
Yeah.
This is the wrong camera.
Yeah, it is.
Evan, there's green tape over. By
That looks so awesome.
There's green tape over there. Throw that at me.
I don't know if these are twist-offs, but whatever.
Throw it again.
Oh,
Throw
no.
it again. It
It's
got away.
gonna be tasty. How did you do that?
What?
I threw it
I
right
did it.
at him and it was on the floor over here. Are they twist offs? Okay.
Probably.
Does anybody have a pen?
Nope.
For what?
I just need to write names on here so I can remember who's who.
I hope we do this
Thank you.
next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already
Talk for a
really
sec.
fun.
Oh, I'm talking.
We
I'm
literally
talking.
haven't done anything yet.
I like how you said talking. You said what? And then you
Yeah.
go, oh,
Talking.
I'm talking,
Yeah.
talking.
All right, Evan, talk.
Talking around.
Check it out. Check.
Occam's Razor Games liked our tweet.
Dylan.
Check. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4. I can do a lot of numbers.
How many?
Can you do German? 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6, 7,
7, there
Acht.
you go. Acht.
9,
Is it annoying?
Sein. I don't know.
Sein.
You're just making sounds now.
I bet you it's annoying.
Dylan, tap your mic.
Tap it?
Yeah.
I don't know where it is. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. That's the boop, 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 boop.
Ben, tap your mic. Tap it again.
Or I'm tapping close to it. I'm actually hitting the mic part. There we go. I found it.
Deutsch. Are you ready to hear it? Yeah. Whoops, that's Georgian.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think you're right. Check.
Excuse me, Evan.
9.
9? That's close.
7, 8, 9. 9. She's like,
Microsoft style.
yeah. 1, 2, 3,
Titanfall
4,
now.
5, 6,
In
7.
Titanfall, you can give your Titans names,
I saw it in new
insignias,
voices.
and voices,
I know, I
and it's
changed mine to the
insane.
cool, sexy voice.
I changed mine to a couple. I changed one to Jeeves, and I called them cool shit like Scorpion and stuff.
Like electric dag.
I don't even know what they do. Like, I look at the names, and I'm like, I forget what this guy has.
That's awesome.
You can give your guys names, too, like your pilots.
Okay. That's cool. The horde mode is going to be fun.
It is fun. I was playing with Steve the other day.
Nice. Do you fight robots or?
You just fight AI minions,
Nice.
and they have Titans and stuff.
That's
Oh,
cool.
God.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that then.
Do they just like summon robot titans, or do they have people that can move like you can?
Yeah.
Do you have internet, Ben?
It's like full, like,
Yeah.
it's those jackals and humans and whatever.
I'm on the Twitch right now just to like fix stuff.
And it's like base defense.
Okay, I think it just got killed for me.
You have to
It's my
protect
bad.
like a harvester base defense thing.
We have 8 people watching now.
3?
Nice.
8.
8?
Well, probably 2 of them are us.
Yeah.
6?
So yeah,
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's only like 11.
11:26. Yeah.
Okay, as soon as this ad's done, we'll start.
Okay. Crack 'em?
We'll
Are
count
they
in.
twist? Oh, they're probably
Twisties.
twist.
Just as a heads up,
Oh.
it is imperative that we are very careful with these and don't spill anything on any of our equipment, personal
What?
or otherwise.
Oh.
Oops.
Oh God.
If I get up, I can literally destroy thousands of dollars of equipment if I misstep. So.
Yes, so
You could destroy $600 of equipment if you miss drink.
Yeah.
Because it's right there.
Yeah. That good.
Don't
I
miss
could
your mouth.
destroy billions of dollars of equipment by killing all of you and take your life insurance money.
You're not going to get much. This room is expensive.
I just know how to fill a room with expensive stuff.
Yeah.
That's actually what
This
I do.
room is
for-
scary expensive.
Any
I like
potential-
that desk. I want a desk like that.
That's a $20,000 desk.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Damn.
All right,
It's a nice
guys.
looking desk.
Are we prepared?
Do you really
to
like it?
embark?
I find it
Look
looks.
how big it is. You can put so much stuff on it.
But like, how would you ever use that as a desk? It's like a.
It's huge.
You
It's like
can
a
roll your
meeting room
chair all the
table.
way from one end to the other.
I guess.
You
I
gotta
don't- I
build
don't
a
think it's
track
like a
and just
boardroom
have your.
table.
It
It's
definitely
not a
doesn't. It
desk.
definitely doesn't look like $20,000.
No.
No, it must be made of real wood.
Like solid.
Like
It's
those are just
tree trunks
sections
that
of
have
tree
been
trunk.
polished.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just like
They are
polished up.
solid wood.
Good
All
to
right.
go?
No one
Ready?
can see what we're talking about.
Yeah. There's.
There's a desk over there, and it's really big.
It's like we were talking about the Tesla and the beer last week, and we were like, look.
Well, that's what I was. We should
Oh,
take
yeah,
a picture
Peter
so we
There's his
could,
mustache.
so that we could post the picture on the
Yeah.
Couldn't
Facebook
get a
post.
picture quick enough though.
No,
It
he
was
started to
gone.
disappear, and then I
Because
tried
last
to-
time Stones tried to take a
Yes.
quick
Let's go to
picture,
that Ethernet cord there
pressed
Turned
the
his-
home button and closed his app.
and just like jam it in the wall again. For some
Yes.
reason. Not keeping me.
I can jam that Ethernet cord anywhere you want it.
right in there.
I guess preferably where it belongs.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at this
bad boy.
picture. There's like a picture of a dog trying to steal a kid's bucket on this bottle.
Or he's trying to get something out of the bucket. Oh,
No,
he's trying to steal,
steal it.
The kid has like a little hat.
Hey kid,
It
what are you
went
doing
in
with
and
that
clicked.
bucket? It did click?
Yeah. I was on the Wi-Fi though.
That's
good.
Yeah.
Computer hasn't lost internet, so that wasn't it.
Computer. Print out diagnostic report.
Sorry, just to make sure that. Well, whatever. I'll just.
Error.
What the fuck is going on here?
Dude, we've accidentally
Did
done
we
the whole
looks
thing.
lose the stream completely, or you just
I
can't
think the
get on
stream's
there?
on that
To it.
computer. This one.
No, that's weird.
It's like my computer is just dying and can't get the internet off of wireless. Not off wireless.
That's
It's because your Adobe Flash player's out of date, buddy. Did you see that pop up?
I did.
Get to it.
But that shouldn't be it.
That's just a joke.
Sorry, just 1 second.
Oh, that's a crisp root beer.
It's pretty good.
Okay,
think
I have
this-
a logistics question.
Yes.
Let's say I need to go to the bathroom. I should
I'll
probably
put your mic down
I
and
should
then
probably
you just
press the
go.
little mute button on top
So
here,
you don't
huh?
hear you like pee.
So that I don't just like
laugh.
flush and be like, ah, those guys are assholes.
Oh, that would be funny.
Does this say active?
Yeah, everyone on this wall says active. I don't know if they actually
Okay, I'm
are.
just gonna jam it in there.
That's classic Matt Stone's motto. That's how he got his nickname in college.
What was his nickname? Active?
No,
No, he's a
Said
stone.
wrong.
Phil.
Phil.
'Cause he jams it in wherever he finds a spot.
Ugh. Oh my goodness. Alright. We should just go.
Just leave?
We'll do it
We should
live.
just go home.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's actually that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We joked. And now
Hell with it.
that
We're
is
doing
it.
live.
F it.
Hello, everyone.
Hold on,
that's
hold on.
watching.
Hold on, I gotta get the wireless back up. I'll just run it off the wireless.
We're on what?
Oh, we've lost
This.
a lot of people. We only have 5 now.
Probably because
Oh,
we're
Cut our viewership in
dishing
half.
around.
I need Adobe Flash.
Well, one of those was just stones.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I'll try the Twitch app on my phone. see
Switch
what
app
happens.
is. It won't let me log in. It'll let me do anything else.
Oh shit.
Check. Okay. Why don't we begin?
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't want to read the
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. This is episode 50 of Hopped Up Gaming East. Congratulations, guys.
We made it.
So we made it through something. We made it through middle class white Canada all this time. We survived.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. We're going to give you guys a regular old podcast. We're going to drink some temporary beer. Since we're on Dalhousie campus, we're going to honor some of their liquor rules, and we're going to have root beer for today instead. But we'll still
All
provide
kinds of fancy stuff.
Yeah,
Root
we'll
beer,
still provide you with the the top-notch reviews that you've come to know
to
and
expect.
love
Yeah.
from Hopped Up Gaming East.
Ooh, don't do that. That's loud.
That's probably one of those things.
Bang,
It's
yeah.
like popping on your mic.
Blew it up.
So there's all kinds of stuff going on today. Like I said, we're going to give you a podcast for a couple hours, and then after that, there's going to be 22 hours of just us getting more and more tired,
No, we're going to do
and
more
probably
than
more and more
that.
funny.
Because Jason is doing 25 hours, so I said we would do 26. And then
No.
he said 30, and I
We're-
said, fuck it, 36,
Yeah.
we'll go all the way.
So
It's for charity, right?
So after 24 hours, Evan is then going to lock himself in an old Dalhousie basement studio and continue for another 12
Not
hours.
worried about it.
I'm glad you volunteered, Evan.
It's for charity, guys.
Yeah, and on that note, we're here on behalf of Extra Life, who is going to be supporting the IWK Health Center today. That's who the donations are going to be going to. So there's all kinds of info on our Facebook. Is there one on the Twitch yet for...
It's just the link is in the title of the stream.
Oh, you're
There's
good
no
to
real
go
like.
then, yeah.
Well, you could do it
status.
like your
That's fine,
profile.
yeah.
You could put it.
Oh, I
in
can put it in there too.
So if you want to donate, go ahead. We don't care how much you give or if you give it all. It's all good. And in the meantime, if you're here just to hang out, then you can enjoy what we've got in store because there's going to be a lot of fun stuff. I believe there is a schedule
Yeah,
of
just
what's
went
going to
up.
be going up on Facebook, so you can check that out as well. And we'll basically be sticking to that as we go through. There's going to be lots of fun stuff. If you feel like giving us suggestions, we'll try and accommodate that. Yeah. We'll basically be taking wagers or encouraging donation-related offers, I guess, yeah. Anything that we can do within the confines of this room
I'll
will
do
be fun.
push-ups for money.
Hey, that's, you know what?
Not a bad idea.
That might actually be a good idea.
I can do a lot of
because
push-ups and not
Yeah.
anything else.
Later on, we will be doing something that involves a variety of musical choices. So, if you have any suggestions that are available, we'll do it. Or,
For sure.
challenges, blindfolds, all that stuff. That'd be a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a podcast. I think we came up with a rough show topic, but for now, why don't we talk about the beverages that we are indulging in right now?
Yes.
So,
What do we have here? One of you guys got this.
yeah,
and
this is actually from the Propeller. I don't know if they make it at the same place or not. I don't know why they
Probably,
wouldn't.
yeah.
This is Propeller's root beer. So we've had Propeller. We've had the IPA. We've had their double IPA. We've had, what other Propeller ones have we had? Probably all of them by now.
That campfire one, you guys. Or no, that was
that
Mill
was
Street.
That was Mill Street. Yeah,
there was.
Cobblestones.
Did we have a double IPA yet?
We had with that green
Oh,
label.
didn't you guys have the Russian Imperial Stout was a Propeller one?
Is that
wasn't it?
Propeller? Yeah.
I think.
Okay, we've done
I
that
think
one.
we had one
I'm trying to
from
think if
them.
they have any like fruity ones that we've done. But Pump House is the blueberry one.
Yeah.
I had a Propeller pumpkin ale the other day.
Nice. How was that?
It was really good.
Was
actually.
it good? I've been hit or miss with pumpkin stuff. Actually, wait. Is the Propeller pumpkin the one they have at the boardroom? Maybe.
I don't know.
Because I had a pumpkin one there that was pretty good. I'm not a fan of the shock top one.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that like pumpkin spice, whatever it is anyway. So
It's oregano.
yeah.
It's a very like
It's
specific.
not oregano.
It's definitely just oregano.
Oh, it could be. It is.
It's
a very
just oregano
specific taste.
spice.
Well, they just call it pumpkin spice.
It's not. Are you joking or not?
I'm like 90% sure pumpkin spice is just oregano. I'll look it up right now. And tell
I feel like
you.
it's probably like nutmeg or whatever they put in pumpkin pie to make it spicy.
Spice.
Oh my god! I was just watching Elizabeth make pumpkin cookies the other day, and I don't remember any of the ingredients.
Let's backtrack here.
Yeah.
So you were watching her make cookies.
You didn't even help?
I was very tired.
Chivalry's dead.
And to be
folks.
honest,
Chivalry's dead.
to be honest, it was maybe I was sitting at the table playing video games instead.
What a
Here you go, you
selfish little
ready?
bastard.
Tisk.
Cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, ginger, and
I knew there was
allspice
cinnamon
and
for sure.
mace.
And mace,
That's what it says. The last
like
ingredient.
pepper spray,
It
like
says mace.
Yeah, for the
stay
kids.
away, bears.
Yeah. And oregano.
So you can like spray your pumpkin spice
Yeah.
latte at some animals.
I remember
Or,
in
like,
my
murderers.
in my naivete, I was doing a grade 7
that how
social
you say
studies
that?
project. What?
Naivete.
Naivete?
Naivety.
Naivety?
Nativity.
That's the Christmas thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Now I don't know. How do you say your quasi-English French words?
I don't know.
That's one of those ones. Anyway, in my early youth foolishness in grade 7, I was doing a social studies project when I reconstructed like a log cabin little farmland thing. And I brought with me to make the grass a big bag full of oregano.
And
Like,
you got arrested.
I didn't get
so
arrested,
hard.
but my
Yeah.
teacher talked to me after class, and they were like, "Is there anything you want to discuss?" And I was like, "What?" They're like, "I noticed I don't know how they phrase it, but they basically said that they saw what I pulled out of my bag during class," and I was like, "What?"
What are you talking
Panic.
about?
What's
And then I
happening?
realized afterwards, I was talking to one of my friends, and they were like, "Yeah, they probably thought it was pot."
Oh jeez.
But yeah. Anyway, root beer.
Root beer.
Yeah.
This root beer is actually kind of good.
It's
It's
quite
pretty good
different.
root beer.
Yeah.
but it's very good.
Yeah.
It's a
Um,
creamy kind of one.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not very well versed in the root beer language. But
You will be by the end of the day.
This tastes a lot like A&W root beer.
Yeah,
Yes, it
that's
does.
what I
It's
mean.
got
that
like
cream,
caramel
yeah. That-
Yeah.
flavoring. So what
Here's
is-
the thing, though. If you don't have milk in something or cream, what is it that makes something creamy?
caramel.
It's a smoothness.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm trying to think
for
of how
sure.
how do you
like in the
describe it
caramel
though?
commercial where they're putting the caramel in the bar. That picture, that's what
That's
smoothness
creaminess?
is. That's creamy.
Yeah, it is the smoothness. You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why cream.
Like
is
when you
called
see
cream.
them mixing like a big vat of
Yeah.
something, and you're like, "Wow, that's creamy."
Yeah, that should be on the bars. Wow, that's
That's
creamy.
creamy, dude. Advertising genius right
Yeah.
here. I can sell anything to anybody.
This stuff is good though.
Is root beer sweet like this, or is that unique?
Well,
Hey, this has a
Barks, like, it's
production-
all sweet,
production
but
tag
like
on
this
it.
It's a
doesn't.
sugar
cool.
drink.
This doesn't really have any kick
Excuse
or
me.
like bite,
Bite,
or
yeah. Barks
yeah,
has that like
What?
chomp.
yeah.
I was gonna say, who just burped? That came through really clear.
Came out of my chest. Look at the side here. It's got a little production date. When was yours made, guys?
Mine was produced on
October
October, the first week of October.
Yeah, hey, bottle buddies.
Yeah.
Woo! That's
I was
awesome.
like, M. Jafam, Jason D. What does this mean? But then I realized,
Yeah, the
those
president-
are the months.
the president's names are in the letters.
Mine says it's a number 6 on the cap.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
That was
go
my
crazy.
cap right there. I think this is your cap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mine's a 6. What's yours?
Oh, mine's
mine's
a 5. I thought you were joking. I thought it was a Colt thing.
Where is it?
Wait, what?
There's
Mine's
a
an
number on the
11.
It
inside.
says 18.
I win.
On the inside.
Did you
Oh,
give me the wrong
I was
one?
joking.
On
But,
the bottom of the thing, Matt.
Oh, it says 18.
oh, geez,
What's
19.
yours say?
I got a 5. What'd you get?
11.
Who wins?
I don't know.
Is it better to be high or low?
This is important.
Yeah.
You know, tell us.
Hello, everybody.
Who, anybody work at the Propeller Brewing Company?
What does it all mean?
So, do you want to do our little whip round? May as well.
Yes.
That's custom. We're in the wrong spots, but it's okay. Ben, you can start us and we'll just go down the line.
What did I play this week? Yesterday I played some Destiny, as per usual. Got my exotic. It's a really cool one. It has like a golden wolf's head on the chest. I'm pretty stoked about that. And Andrew finally bought it, so I have my TV back. Sorry, Andrew, but Jesus. So now with Andrew and Andrew, the three of us can all play, and we'll have a full strike team and half of a raid team. So then we only need to find 3 randoms on Reddit. But I don't want to talk about Destiny. What else did I play?
It's okay.
I got
get to talk
my-
about Super Smash.
Yeah, I know, but
Well, I brought my
still.
DS in case you want to play some Super Smash.
Good idea.
What else did I play? Oh, I got a PS2 memory card finally yesterday.
Nice. Look at that old beast over there.
Yeah, she'll be strutting her stuff
That
later.
used to look so sexy when that came
Oh,
out.
yeah.
That PS2. I remember getting it for Christmas and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
This looks nice.
Is that the final production model of the PS2, or did they get like?
They made a
another
slim
Oh, they
one
made it
later.
slim. That's
They
the
made it slim.
original.
Yeah, that's the OG.
Oh, okay.
You
right.
can turn
Yeah.
that PlayStation logo to the
To-
side
yeah.
so that you can stand it straight up.
And it
Yeah.
still works.
yeah.
It was, oh
so
man.
smart.
But yeah, so I tried to do a little bit yesterday, but we ended up setting up a lot longer than I thought we were going to, so I didn't get a whole lot of stuff unlocked, but
Sorry.
that's fine.
We're here now.
Yeah, so I played some, well, I won't tell you what I played really because we're going to play it later. I don't want to spoil the surprises.
Mystery.
I think that's pretty much it. I actually did some work this week and then was helping getting this stuff set up, so I didn't actually play a whole lot.
Oh,
What
man.
should we do with these?
The caps?
Oh,
Not throw them
duh,
around.
Borderlands.
Yeah.
But we can talk about that later. But yeah, we like super dived into Borderlands.
It's like my favorite one, I
pre-sequel
think, so
or
far.
one of the older
Pre-sequel.
ones?
The pre-sequel,
Okay.
yeah. Me, Dylan, and Steve all have it on PC, so
Okay.
when we're all home, which is surprisingly rare, we pound some out.
Nice.
What are we? We're like 17-ish?
Yeah.
Level 17-ish right now.
Nice.
What about you, Evan?
I.
What have you been
What
playing?
did I play this week? When you talk about the Hearthstone tournament, I finished it finally. Was that last
How
week?
did you?
Last week?
Was that last week? I don't
Yeah,
know
you
when
said
it
you
was.
finished
so-
like 12th of 25?
You got
Yeah,
like
12,
halfway,
20
27.
something. I was basically right in the
You
middle.
said 12 out of 27.
Maybe it
Not
was
bad.
20 something, yeah. There was more than what half, like 12
Yeah.
times 2 was, so I was higher than the middle. So I was happy with that. Actually, I was 1 point away from the rank above me, I think, or 1 or 2 points. So I was pretty close to like, but then the rest were like way higher, so it was like, that's where I was fighting to be.
Yeah.
There was no way.
Yeah. So that was really fun, and then there's another one starting up eventually, I'm sure, in the next couple weeks. So I'm
Yeah.
going to be in that one because I had a great amount of fun. Titanfall, actually logged into that like 2 days ago, right before they like announced all the new stuff.
Yeah.
But played that for like 3 or 4 hours.
That game is awesome. Still
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
it's awesome.
It was running a little weird when I booted it up. But,
Yeah?
but,
Man, it's a fun game.
yeah.
So fun. I played with my friend Murray, and we played just like 1v1 first, because he was like kind of new at it,
Yeah.
but he fucking kicked my ass. He had the sniper rifle, and he was just like no-scoping me probably, like 360 no-scope all day. I was just like running down the street, and just like, dead, headshot.
Yeah.
360 no scope is an achievement in Borderlands.
Is
that I
it?
got the other
Oh,
day.
nice.
Yeah.
What? How do you do it?
You just spin
You
around.
jump and you do a 360 and you shoot a guy before you hit the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that would be a little bit easier given that you can kind of float too, can't you?
Well, yeah, the super low gravity. It's like
Yeah.
Halo jumping times 2. You're just like, whee!
Ah,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, played Titanfall.
Titanfall's it is
Awesome
really
game.
fun.
I still love it. Someone on Twitter the other day was like, remember Titanfall? I don't. And I was like, man, I still play that.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Have you bought any of the DLC for it?
No, not yet.
Oh,
I kind of want to get the one that has the jungle swamp map. Looks awesome. It's full of trees that are all engageable, so you can like
Oh,
hop off them
cool.
and stuff.
Nice, that'd be fun. I like when you can like latch onto the
Yeah.
wall and you like look around
And
with your
hide
gun.
and throw satchel charges down.
Yeah,
and shit.
I like
It's
the
cool.
smart pistol and you're just like, whoop,
The
whoop, whoop,
game,
locking on.
the game,
Yeah.
like, I know there's people you could argue that content might not be there for a full price game, but like it is
Fun
so
level
it is so
man.
fun.
I think I've played enough to be worth
oh god,
the $60
I looked.
I paid.
It said like 30 hours when
Yeah,
I logged
man.
in, so
Fun
excuse me,
game.
for sure.
Really good stuff. I played that. I haven't played a whole lot more Max Payne yet. I just haven't been get a chance to jump into it, which sucks because I still really want to like beat that. It's
Yeah.
really hard. I got to a part with like sniper rifle guy, and you're with your friend, and you go down a hallway.
You were there last week, I think.
Yeah. It's hard, so I haven't gotten past
Yeah.
it. I played for like 20 minutes. I was like, this is so hard. Max Payne dies too fast. I mean, I know he's like
Yes.
a 45-year-old man.
He does die very
He
fast.
should be able to take more than like 15 bullets.
Come-
Seriously.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. This week was kind of uneventful. I mean, there wasn't even a new South Park or anything this week, so I really didn't get much done.
So is South Park like on its like half-year hiatus? Or?
No,
this
it's
is
4
the-
episodes like break, like 4 episodes break, 2 episodes now how it works. So like the 1 week
Oh.
break.
Because they need time to, because their turnaround
it.
is so quick, like relatively, that they need those little buffer periods. I
Yeah,
think.
just to like catch up.
Is the just out of curiosity? I haven't watched South Park in a long time. Are those last 2 episodes usually like a 2-parter or?
I don't know. They usually the ones at the end of a season are like a big one, yeah, like a 2 or 3 parter.
They've started to have a lot more relatability between each episode. Though.
Yeah,
Like,
I
they're a lot
found the
more
first
connected.
ones of this season so far have all been like semi-connected in a way or another. Also, they've been really funny.
Yeah,
The Handy Car, did you watch that one?
Not
The
yet,
Handy
no.
Car one? Holy crap, that one's funny.
Mm.
Really good stuff. They're outdoing themselves this time. That's it for games, though, man. I brought Smash Brothers because I play that, but like,
if only we could like hook that up to be
I
seen.
just
Yeah.
put a camera in like
Yeah.
on the
No,
DS.
we could do.
No,
I feel like you guys would be a little bit too excitable for that.
Yes, that too. No,
Yeah.
I can't move any cameras now.
no, that's okay. No, I mean we can still play it. Like if someone's doing something
Oh, yeah.
else, we can just like play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we surely will be taking breaks at some point. So.
Nice.
What about you, Matt? Have
Yeah,
you been
what
playing
have you been
Super
playing?
Smash? Have you been playing games?
Have you been playing Super Smash?
I have literally not had a chance since the podcast to play games. Remember how I said I was gonna play Wolfenstein that night?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't.
Wow.
And
that was my
you
only
caved
window.
that early.
I was tired and I put the table back together and mostly cleared it off and then went to bed and then since then I've been working
Yeah.
every day overtime and then getting ready for this thing.
Cripes.
And I have played some Super Smash Brothers. I played
Some.
yeah. I just keep playing
Couple
that.
hours a day.
Couple hours a day. Well, Ben, we were here last night setting up,
Yeah.
and you came with me and Elizabeth in the car to go get food and stuff, and you will remember me in the back.
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, relaxing, just like kind of unloading.
Relaxing.
Just like going at the DS, and it's just like I'm doing very good, and I feel happy now.
Yeah. Kicking something's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Feel good
so that is probably the only thing I've put any amount of time into. I poked at Revolution 60, an iPad game but it's like Mass Effect if it didn't have any of its combat or its
Just a
RPG
talking
mechanics.
I was
game?
gonna
Yeah.
say, yeah, a
It's-
dating
it's-
sim.
it's-
Conversation simulator?
It's a sci-fi. It's a sci-fi.
Dating simulator.
No. It's a sci-fi story game that is like quick time action sort of, but you're making decisions primarily.
What did Fox call Mass Effect? A alien porn simulator?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you can do that in it.
Is
Yeah,
that what it is,
but-
Matt?
Was
Oh,
there
yeah,
porn in it?
That's Mass
Alien
Effect.
porn? No, is
No,
that
in
what your
the game
game
you
is?
play.
Oh,
Revolution
no, the one
60.
I'm playing? No, it's not.
No.
I only got like through the demo, so it's kind of like a sci-fi spy thing. You're a lady that is part of a team, and she's stealing documents from some big mega corporation, but then something goes wrong, it seems. So, but then the demo ended, and then I couldn't find out like, oh, was this a simulation or was this actually real?
The
Something bad
demo
is going to happen.
ended.
It's like Total Recall.
Dude, Total
Okay.
Recall is so good.
That's like the plot of Total Recall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is what you just described, but
Pretty
with
well,
Arnold
yeah,
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, and you know what? Total Recall, the original one's pretty good. I have not seen the
The
new
original one is very pretty good.
The original what?
Total
Total
Recall.
Recall.
Oh, not the one with Colin Farrell or whatever?
Yeah.
That was like
No.
one of the most unnecessary remakes of anything. I
Because,
think.
like, Arnold one's still good.
yeah, and they didn't do anything to make it better. They
Or
made
different.
It was like
Really.
It was
They
like the
took
same,
it off Mars.
Yeah.
And that was.
and
pretty
which
much
like
it.
Yeah.
nerfed
Like,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
it's so weird.
I wonder if the book goes to Mars.
They somehow made the premise less believable than being on Mars.
And, like, with, like, space
a
magic.
tunnel that bullets you through the Earth.
Center of the Earth.
I was immediately.
It doesn't
less-
get immediately collapsed or melted by gravity.
It didn't go right to the center. It, like, went along, like, the
No, I
edge.
think it
No,
went through the Earth.
They
No, I'm
definitely
pretty
made
sure
a
it
big
didn't
deal
go.
of gravity flipping when they went through the middle.
I think they, like, went around. I don't think they went
It was.
all
It took
the
them like
way.
5 seconds to get between the different plates. Or
Like, I think
continents or
this was
whatever.
the Earth, and they went like this. Like, from here to there.
So they
But,
went
like,
through the crust
in,
and
like,
mantle,
an
not the
arc, but they
core.
didn't go to, like, the molten core. They,
Didn't
like,
they go from China to like
It
Chicago?
went from Europe to Australia. I'm pretty sure they like.
I'm going to
bullet
look
train
this
that
up,
through
'cause
the
I don't
middle.
know about that.
Okay.
That was Total Recall with a K, wasn't
So-
it?
Oh God, I hope not. Was it?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
So what?
It wouldn't surprise me though.
Are you gonna get that game? Like, what do you mean it was the demo?
So it was an iPad game that
Yeah.
was free, and then with a lot of iPad games, you can get it for free.
the first
and then
chapter.
an in-app purchase. Yeah, you
Yeah.
get the first chapter. In-app purchase is the rest of the game. Telltale does a lot with their stuff. You usually get the first episode of whatever for free, and then you buy the rest of the season for like $20 or whatever. So I don't know. I'll think about it for sure. I just need to finish a couple more iPad games before I start buying more. Because I have Hitman Go that I really, really want to finish. And I did manage to poke at it a little bit between things. And it was good, but I don't know. I think it might be on the tail end of that game.
Hitman?
Yeah, Hitman Go,
Yeah.
the little iPad one. But yeah, I really haven't done much for games.
That's
But Dylan,
okay.
I hope you can save us.
I thought of another game that I've been playing a lot of.
Oh, what is it?
Oh God.
What?
Clicker
No!
Heroes.
No.
Susie, the smart.
Yeah, I thought of
Yeah.
another game. No,
Yeah.
it's fun. I
Is it a
guess.
game?
It's more of a game than the other one.
other
There's monsters in it.
Nice.
What's the other one? Cookie Clicker?
Cookie Clicker,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that game's the worst, but the best. I played that
Have
for
you
a long
tried
time.
Clicker Heroes?
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's called
try it.
RPG, but the same.
Yeah.
Premise,
You
same
get like
mechanic.
a party of different minions that come help you out, and you like level them up with gold, and then they add to your DPS to take out monsters, and then the monsters drop gold, and
No.
Yeah, it went through from Europe to Australia, so it did go through the center of the earth.
In the...
In like, it took like 30 seconds.
No,
to
it
do
took like a few minutes.
well,
Maybe.
it's
I bet in the
screen
movie,
time.
I
It took
guess, yeah.
30
I think they
seconds.
said it
It
took
was
like
a
half an hour or
30-story
something.
elevator that like dropped.
What?
There's like a theory.
There was way more than 30
No, that's how big
stories.
it was. 30 stories, according to this.
How's that?
What?
Oh, sorry. Am I still on mute?
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Sorry.
You mean for the
Yeah.
shot?
No, the thing in the movie
It was
was
40
they
stories.
built a 30-story device and dropped it underground.
Oh, I thought you meant the elevator was only. I was like, how can it only be 30
No,
stories?
the,
It goes
the,
through the
the
center
thing
of
in
the
the
earth.
elevator.
Yeah.
that, like,
Okay.
Yeah, the elevating thing,
The,
or like
the,
de-elevator. I don't know. It like went down and then up.
Yeah.
What kind of root do you think the root beer is?
Root?
What kind of
Well,
root is
yeah.
it?
Ginseng.
Is that what root beer is derived
That
I
from?
was-
made that up. I have
yeah.
no idea.
Is it vanilla root?
No.
It doesn't
Vanilla,
actually
right?
say any root. It says carbonated water, cane sugar, yucca
Thanks,
extra.
caramel.
Yucca root? Is yucca a root?
Yucca? Maybe.
Yucca?
Yucca
You
extract.
can look it up if you want.
You could.
I can try and look it up with this
my
computer.
God, we're getting started early with the puns. We're not even tired yet.
How do you spell yucca?
Y-U-C-C-A.
I feel like that was a tree in RuneScape that you could cut
Yucca.
down.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was.
Yeah.
100%.
Is a plant of genus perennial shrubs and trees.
Oh my
in the
god, you'll
family-
never believe what root beer's made out of.
What?
Sassafras tree.
What?
It's made
Is
out
it
of
like
the
a tree
root,
that
the root and
sasses
the
you?
bark of the sassafras tree.
Oh, don't chop me down. I'm gonna.
Or you go up to it and she just goes,
Yeah. Fine.
whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
now I want
man.
to find
The
one.
sassafras
Probably a
tree.
normal ass looking tree.
It probably isn't very exciting. Or if it like grows like this.
Yeah.
And like hands on its hips.
Probably not.
No. Well, we'll get
Look
a
up a picture of it.
picture of it here, yeah.
Tastes sassy.
It was good. I enjoyed it. All right, sorry to cut you
You're
off
already
there,
done?
Dylan. What did you play?
Yeah, Dylan, tell us. What did you play?
I played Titanfall with Steve to check out the new Horde thing, which is fun. It's like,
Yeah, I want to try that.
it only takes place on certain maps, I think, because they need the space for it, but it puts a harvester in the map, which is like your base defense thing. And then the waves and waves of just CPU minions and robot dudes trying to attack it, and they bring Titans that are specifically like charged with that nuclear overload
So they
thing.
just detonate?
Yeah.
If
you
you
have to-
die once, it's game over?
No, you respawn. You come back in a little helicarrier. It's really cool, actually. Every time you respawn, you like have to come back in the drop ships.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So you can like survey it and pop down and stuff.
It's just
So how do you
regular-
lose?
just
How do
a
you
regular
lose if they get enough of that's boring. If they get enough of those, because the little minions don't really do much other than kill you. But if they get the big Titans over to explode near the harvester, it has like a health bar, and then you're done. And it's 5 waves of that, and it was really fun. But that game, like while you're in that game, you get like so in the zone.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it is fun, but it feels like super serious too. You get I don't know, just it's very.
Dude, the running and jumping
it's so
on
immersive,
walls
yeah.
is so good.
And like getting into your Titan is literally fun.
Because
Every
you can
single
go
time.
like up, down, sideways. It
And
like has different
depends,
animations.
like
how it
yeah, if it's
grabs
in
you.
like recon mode, it'll like grab you and put you in its tummy and stuff.
Yeah.
Or like you'll slide between its legs and it'll scoop you up and put you in its belly.
Or if it's like you're
cool.
above it, it like opens its head and like you just
Yeah.
drop right in.
Oh man, you can drop your Titan.
And then
on
all the
people and
TV
stuff.
screens turn on like kind of
Yeah.
individually
Oh,
inside of it, which
it's
is
cool.
That's
That
my
game is
favorite
cool.
touch about
There's
the
like
game.
Yeah, and it feels like that. It still has little like grid lines
Yeah.
from where your different
It's
screens
very
are.
cool.
And now you can change your Titan's voice. One of my main guy
well, the like AI
is like
Titan.
Jarvis, I think it's called, or Jeeves. It's like a
Jeeves,
British
yeah.
dude, yeah.
I
And
picked
there's-
mine to the sexy girl.
Yeah. You get 3, I think, just automatically, and then there's a couple you can buy with the in-game currency. But that's really cool. And we played Borderlands. I think we played a fair amount, I guess. We're up to almost level 20.
We had, what, 2 sessions?
Yeah. Two of like a couple
Yeah.
hours. And I think so far, like, this is... I mean, the games, like the story-wise, I don't really know if I really love any of them, but, like, the characters in this one, I think, are awesome. They're, like,
Playable characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so good. They're fun to play, or the one I'm playing is fun at least. And like the skill trees seem like they add more than just kind of damage perks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's more visible stuff and kind of stuff that you actually experience in the game that adds variety, which is really cool.
To Borderlands, the pre-sequel, what are you enjoying it more than Borderlands 2? Is it a much different game than Borderlands 2?
Same game.
Same game?
Yeah, different.
Different
I was
paint job?
noticing, I don't know, it might just be nostalgia, but like Andrew is playing Borderlands 2 right next to us while we're playing the pre-sequel. And I find, and it might just be that we're not far enough in the game yet, but the enemies are not as fun as in Borderlands 2.
Why is that? Are they just
Stuff
very
like
plain?
like the Goliaths when they're like, "Give me all your loot" or whatever, and then you shoot his head off, and he's got the little tiny head, and he runs around like a madman, and like just like the little like personality quirks, and you can hear the little midgets like, "I'm gonna kill all the babies," or whatever,
Yeah.
like, just their little weirdness.
These guys are all just kind of guys in space helmets.
There are guys in space helmets that occasionally yell in Australian.
Yeah,
at
and
you,
I
but
don't
not
find
very often.
I don't
They-
find the badasses as distinguishable either. Like
Not yet, anyway.
When you see
yeah.
like badass psychos, they have like the one bum arm and the other one has like a giant axe and like they're like 8 feet tall. These guys just look like kind of bigger, and I don't really notice until I see their health bar,
Has
like what they
shields,
are.
yeah.
Yeah. and they're like, oh crap, because they all have to wear spacesuits, so they all look kind
Right.
of the same.
So they're not those guys in spacesuits.
The bosses are great though. The boss
The
fights
bosses
are
have
awesome
been
because
cool.
they've implemented these things called jump pads, which give you so much more mobility. Because in Borderlands, I found typically you'll get into a base and you'll see your waypoint. You realize that you have to go all the way back and go up a little ridge and get up on top of a building. And this one, it's like double jump, like hit a gas vent and you fly up there, or go off a jump pad, like. And they incorporate that in the boss fights too. There was one guy, his room was literally full of jump pads.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And there's a badass achievement for beating him without using one.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's just hard because there's so many.
Because he'll get out of your
You'll
way
hit one
and stuff.
accidentally.
Yeah. But no, it's fun. They added your O2 pack, which I haven't found to be a nuisance. It's like a fun little thing to keep tabs on. And it contributes not only to you being like alive out on the moon, but it lets you do your double jump. And then it lets you do slams as well, which is just like the most fun.
The butt slams are
It's
so
the
fun.
best. You go up. You basically, when you're in, anytime you're in the air, you can hold crouch and you do like a damaging power slam into the ground, and you can get like your O2 kits that modify what kind of damage you do and stuff. It's really cool.
I've seen the butt stomping stuff in some videos, and I thought that is pretty cool.
It's awesome.
That
Yeah.
seems like
You
a
like
very
start.
smart addition.
You like look for ways that you can start a fight with a butt slam, like
Yeah.
every time. Or you
Is it
go
like
all,
a Mario butt slam and you like
no,
actually
you go
butt?
like
you, like,
balls to the ground, like
Yeah.
super
What
slam.
does Claptrap do? Who's like, I can't see.
He just sticks his arms up in the air and falls. Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's
like-
awesome that you can
Yeah.
I don't know.
play
Like,
as
does my guy do
Claptrap.
like a 3-point thing or whatever?
I've never actually seen you do it.
No.
It's always been behind me.
I just call it butt slam because it's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does like a significant amount. If you get,
It does a lot of damage.
It's affected by your height too, like how long you fall.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And it's we like look for ways like for all of us to go at once, like butt slam, and jump and stuff. But yeah, no, Wilhelm has been really cool too, because you get like cyborg augmentations as you go that are part of your skill tree, but they also change how you look. So like I have a mechanical arm and like weird
Robot
robo
shins or
legs and
something,
stuff.
yeah.
Did you ask for that?
Yeah. His backstory, in his second part of his backstory, they're like, Jack is like, what drives you, Wilhelm? Like, why are you what you are? He's like, I like to kill things and I want to be a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first thing.
Yeah,
That's him.
it's like an interview with him. There's 4 little audio tapes, and it's like, oh, how did you survive as a child, like being like your poor mom and you had no food or whatever? And he's just like, as a kid, I was good at fights.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the tape.
his thing.
And then there's another one. It's like, oh, in your teenage years, you weren't not that smart. And how did you survive getting through high school or whatever? As a teenager, I was good at fights. That's it.
And he's just this
That's
big
all he
dude.
says.
He's got like a robot eye. He's really cool.
Yeah.
The mechanical arm is like a rock'em sock'em thing, and it just like obliterates people, like literally blows them
Just
up.
like in Fallout, the like robot arm that's like
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It goes,
it's like, just
extends.
and it
Yeah.
just like blasts out like hydraulic punch.
Yeah.
No, it's really cool. I'm having a lot of like playing the game is a lot of fun, and the moon's landscape is very surprisingly exciting. I thought like
Yeah, it's
I was
not as boring
I
as we
thought
thought
that
it
was going to
would
be
be.
so dull, just like gray
Well, because
everywhere.
the moon is not super exciting.
But it's full of like ice fields. It's not Earth like Earth's moon, right? Those-
Pandora's.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
you have like ice
Hey,
fields.
that's where they do Avatar.
Avatar. That's right.
Yeah.
And there's like big lava fields and stuff.
On
There's,
the,
like
the moon?
Yeah.
What's the moon's name?
I don't know.
Elpis.
Pandora's
Elpis, yeah, that's
Elpis?
right.
That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
name.
And there's like your main city there, Concordia and stuff.
That's a cool name.
It's
too,
all
Concordia.
good old-fashioned Borderlands, but
Yeah.
new paint job.
Dude, Borderlands
Still
is so fun.
Yeah.
I didn't like the first one a lot, but the second one
Yeah.
was like really reeled
Brought
me
it out,
into
yeah.
that game.
Yeah.
Jack is really cool in this too, like seeing his kind of genesis.
Yeah.
Because he's like kind of cool in this one. You like him.
Yeah,
And then
we
you
like.
get like hints of seeing him being like a murderous psychopath.
Yeah.
Do they ever explain? Actually, no. I will talk around it. But in Borderlands 2, there is a character in there that has connections to Jack that's revealed later. Is that character set up in any way
Not
in
yet.
this game?
No.
Not yet.
I don't think.
I would think that character has to be in some way.
That character's been mentioned in one of the audio backlogs, but like nothing
Nothing else.
significant really.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
that's
we're only like 3
I was
major
gonna
story
say,
missions
yeah.
in. So like
We're on like chapter. Well, I forget what it said last
5
time.
or
5 or
6.
6.
Yeah.
We have a comment from the chat here. As your number one fan, I urge you to get rid of that creepy Hulk guy in the background.
That's
Says
Josh.
Ryan.
Yeah, Josh is here in spirit. He can't leave.
We built him.
You know what is creepy? Additionally,
Frank and
on top of
Josh.
all the other creep, his little Hulk arms are sticking out over top of the scarf.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he's
I
got,
thought
like,
they were
little
on
arms.
chin,
He's-
right there. Yeah,
He's got like little arms there.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
Krang from Ninja Turtles, but on the guy's head.
Krang. Yeah,
That's
that's funny.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for what I've been playing. I can't think of much else. I play Smash here and there, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Smash is good.
What did we had mentioned a show topic before, kind of in line with what we're doing today. That'd be fun to talk about maybe some of our history with gaming marathons, long marathons of gaming.
What would make you want to talk about that, Dylan?
Well, shucks,
Wow.
we're gonna be here all day.
Yeah.
Long marathons of gaming
Yeah.
or gaming marathons.
I
a
you know,
lot.
just periods of time in which you play games.
Of course.
Time.
Well, I can start this one off. When
On to
I was
it.
a young boy, I only had one game for my Sega Genesis, and it was called Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I was probably like 6 or 7, and I was playing it, and I was really farther than I've ever been. And then I was like, man, this is getting so exciting. I was probably playing for a couple hours. I mean, I don't know how long because I was a kid, and time's different when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Man, I was playing, I was getting so excited, and I fucking shit my pants.
When you were a
Because
kid?
I was like standing up, and I was so into the game, I didn't even pause it. I just pooped right in my pants.
So what?
Yeah,
How does this connect to
because
the?
I played so long, I pooped in my pants.
That's funny. It's funny because Sonic is like the antithesis
Of long game.
to
Yeah,
long
it only
gaming.
takes like an hour to beat the whole game.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you pooped.
Pooped my pants because I like didn't want to stop
You
playing.
went too fast.
I went way too fast, man. Gotta go fast. I thought that would be a good opener.
Gotta
for
go
this.
fast.
Why are there?
You gotta
so
go
many
to the
poop
bathroom.
Stories with you.
I don't know. I'm a weird guy. Ugh.
Pooping's normal. We all
How about
poop.
you, Ben?
One that jumped to mind, I don't actually know how long I was playing, but I remember the Spider-Man games on PS1. Did anybody else
Yeah,
know
I
those?
had the movie.
The
ones.
movie games.
Not the movie one, on
'Cause I had the movie
PS1. Like the old school,
Just
they were
old
just like
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man the game.
No, I don't know.
And
The movie games are the best
they
movie
were-
tie-ins ever, I think.
That Spider-Man 2 game was awesome, but these ones, because they didn't have any like specific story they had to follow, there were so many cool characters in them, and they were like kind of sassy, and they had a really cool cheat. I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically like Easter egg mode, and it just like turned on all this weird shit that like I don't know, there were so many little references, like you could go find all these little Marvel characters. I can't remember, Ghost Rider, like you can see his motorcycle like go up the side of one of the buildings when this mode is on, and like it changes their dialogue, like just all this cool extra stuff that you never see in games nowadays.
Was
And
that-
Or it's a DLC.
Yeah.
Was that Spider-Man game one where you would be swinging and connecting to a ceiling that wasn't there?
Well, yeah, it was
All of
PS1.
them were like
It was
that.
PS1. Yeah. Okay, so I think I did play that.
Yeah,
first-
I think
they
all
were-
of
The
them
first
were like
movie,
that.
no, the first movie game was like that. Spider-Man
Yeah.
2 specifically.
that was
That was like on the
a
back of the
cool
box,
point.
like your webs touch stuff.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, the first movie one was one of my first PS2 games, I think. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Really, really fun. Actually, the one for Super Nintendo, you ever play that Spider-Man game?
Is Venom in it?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
either be
Those ones
Spider-Man
are
or
wicked.
Venom, and it's
Yeah.
like
I did
it's
play
like
that one.
side-scrolling beat 'em up.
the Game Boy version of that.
Yeah.
Like side
But yeah, the marathon aspect of this, I just got the second one. It was about Electro was the main villain in it, and but not this weird blue Electro, the
He
classic
was
green
more
and yellow
purple, I
one.
think, in
Yeah,
the movie.
The one who
Um,
just wanted to rob banks.
yeah.
Yeah, but like wear a
Um,
ridiculous outfit.
I just got that, or it had just come out or something, and it was New Year's Eve, and our New Year's Eve, like most New Year's Eves, was boring, and so I stayed up until midnight playing that game when I was like 8 years old. or
New Year's
however it
Eve
was.
when you're a
and
kid.
it was a big deal because it was the first time I ever stayed up till midnight.
When you're a
Yeah.
kid though, you're like, what is going on?
And all your parents get really drunk and stay out super late, and you're like, I'm tired. Can
And
we
it's like
go
there's like
home?
weird snacks. Like all of a sudden, your mom's bringing out like cheese balls and shrimp trays and
Yeah,
stuff.
and you're like, what
You're like,
is
what am I
happening?
supposed to eat?
Didn't we just have Christmas? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah. Hey, or you like go over to their friend's house and they like have kids too, and you like sit with their kids, and you're just like, what are we doing here? I like don't even know any of you people.
All you want to do is like go in the basement and watch Aladdin on the VCR.
Yeah.
You have to like, socialize with your relatives.
Playing that.
Nice.
It was cool.
It'd be fun to think about old school sessions and also like more recent ones because
I marathon Shadow of Mordor in one day.
Yeah, you did. So Ben did the exact same thing I did with Mass Effect 2 that he did with Shadow of Mordor. You beat that in 2 days, right?
One day straight.
One day.
I got
one
up
session.
I got up at 3 o'clock when it like went live and
like AM.
Yeah, and played it through until 2 o'clock. I took breaks for food.
Oh,
you did not beat Mass Effect in 2 days.
I beat Mass Effect 2 in 2 days.
Did you like fail miserably because
No.
you didn't have any of the loyalty?
Perfect ending.
Did I fail miserably?
How? I didn't stop. That game.
You literally didn't sleep. That game's for like 30 plus hours.
I did not get it the day it came out. What happened
30
was...
hours is easy though. It's only 15 hours a day if you did it in 2 days.
Yeah.
I guess it's just all day plus
so
sleeping.
you just continuous.
I got it on a weekend, I believe, or I got it on Friday and then the weekend. Because Ryan managed to get me that. He shipped it out from BC because he had a discount or something where he could get games there when he was doing an internship. And I did not play it for the first week of its release.
Why?
Well, because I didn't have it, right? It was on its way to me.
I thought you meant like some weird arbitrary.
Yeah, like you just got it and you just waited a week.
I saved myself for the weekend.
Yeah. Game abstinence.
And then I just lived 2 days in the life of Shepard because, it felt like it was real time. Like I had to, solve all the problems, collect all the crew, and do all that stuff. And I don't know if that's the best way to enjoy that game.
I was going to say, I feel like you'd miss a lot. Like you'd just be too tired and too full steam ahead.
I don't know. It's certainly the way I enjoyed it. I don't think I'll ever do something like that again, though.
Who did you bang?
Probably
Tally.
no one,
Nice.
because if he carried his file over, I must be loyal.
No.
Why? Who did you do in the first game?
I had a romance with Ashley in the first one.
You little
Gross.
What is a male succubus?
Incubus.
Incubus.
What?
That's what you are.
Did he kill her after he had his relationship, or did he?
No.
Okay, good.
Saved her. Caden's annoying.
Caden isn't.
Caden's headaches are really annoying.
Caden's like little teenage boy in Mass Effect 3.
Well-
He's like, so, you like me or what?
Yeah.
Like, if you
Passes
say
you a note and it's like, do you like me? Yes or no? Check one.
if you say anything to him, he's like approaches you on the balcony, like on the Citadel, and he's like, hey.
Shepard, I just wanted to talk to you about the academy.
Yeah.
I got these bad dreams. You're walking away. Wait, listen to me.
Yeah. Will you take a look at my butt?
I killed Ashley
Yeah,
my
me
first
too.
time through.
Oh,
Do you have to
I
make
thought,
a choice?
yeah, it's one of those two.
I would say you saved Caden. Don't be so negative.
No,
about
I
killing people.
killed
I
Ashley.
see.
What?
Like
He
that
didn't
was
like
my
her,
decision.
obviously.
Not that I killed her, but I knew, like, for some reason, the dialogue choices that I had with Caden, he was like hard-ass soldier guy, and I was like, he will understand that Ashley died for her duty, and Ashley was also a hard-ass soldier. She'd be like, pro-humans, we gotta save the world, whatever. So I was like, you won't mind dying. So I let her die, thinking that Caden would man up. And then after that mission, the whole rest of the series, he was just a whiny bitch about it. And I was like, I made the wrong choice.
Gameplay, I just like, that game is so crazy to think about people who played through without having Rex and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
No wonder they thought it sucked.
I know that they substitute it for other characters,
but it's just
like,
not the
it's
same.
not the
Like, you didn't go through that
I
shit.
didn't know
with them.
Rex was going to be in the third game, and then I saw him, and I was like, "Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
He's the fucking king of Tachanka."
Yeah.
I saved this dude's ass because I know people who just like let him die, and like.
Well, the thing with it,
I know sometimes you don't have the dialogue options to do it, but like.
Yeah, like in Mass Effect 1,
Just be better at the game.
Rex's fate is one of those things that were really unfortunately tied up in like these weird system things because the only ways you could save Rex was if you could persuade him or intimidate him.
Yeah.
You needed a really high check for that.
Mass Effect 1 was bad for being binary.
Sure.
You couldn't middle ground at all.
Right.
It's like the same as the first Infamous, and I think the second Infamous too. There is no if you alternated back and forth, you just didn't get the best moves
Yeah.
because you kept canceling yourself out.
Right.
They fixed that with the
Newest one?
with
Second
Mass
Sin?
Effect 3.
Oh, Mass Effect,
For
yeah.
they had like a fame meter and
Yeah.
then your Paragon and Renegade.
Yeah.
And the only other with Rex specifically, there are those two, Paragon Renegade things that you could checks you could use to save him. The only other way, if you didn't have those, is if you did a super obscure side quest for him,
Right.
like where you went to this planet, found an armor thing,
Yeah.
which literally meant you.
That wasn't obscure. That was like
He asked you to do it, and then it's I don't think
Yeah.
a listed quest or something. You literally drive up to a pyramid on a planet, drive the Mako over, and he goes like, "Oh, my family armor, excellent, we found it."
Nice.
no, I'm pretty sure it listed.
I,
It's like because there's Garrus has one too.
A little
It's like
mini
their
loyalty
proto
mission?
loyalty missions. It's
Yeah.
like I think Tally has one too.
Find the thing for her
For her pilgrimage or some other guy's pilgrimage or something.
Yeah.
Or no, it's you get the Geth codes or something and she's like, can I have these for my pilgrimage? And you're like, no, bitch.
Yeah, I
And she's
never
like,
understood any of the
"Fuck
hate.
you."
That game did so much. Like, I don't know. It obviously wasn't on purpose because they don't know me, but like they did so much for my style of play and like what I wanted in each of the games. Like bringing like Garrus back in Mass Effect 2.
Oh man, when he
What
takes
a
that helmet
reveal.
off.
Yeah, and then Liara back in Mass Effect 3. Like I was like, this game's perfect. Like,
And
every
especially
time.
because like you think like, wouldn't it be cool if this was fucking Garrus?
Yeah.
And then he takes the helmet off, like
And
yeah,
now he has like scars because he literally got shot in the face with
With
a
a rocket
rocket
launcher?
and he's
Yeah.
alive. Shepard.
yeah.
He's the coolest character in the whole series. It's like,
Garrus,
cool.
he's like their mascot.
It's like way
pretty
cooler
much.
than me. Like Shepherd me. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. No, those games are crazy.
Yeah.
Garrus was the coolest.
They
Another
were so
game.
good at. Oh, sorry.
No, man, you
They
go
were
ahead.
so good at like their like self-referential stuff and callbacks too. Like
Yeah.
their little like buddy moment with Garrus in the third one. If you let him win, he's like, "I'm Garrus Vicarian, and this is my favorite spot on the Citadel."
Yeah.
After
Yes.
he beats you, oh, it's so good.
Oh man.
Yeah. Garrus has like a big furry community as well.
Oh man, the
Oh, I
internet
don't
loves
even wanna know
Girls that
that.
want to blow Garrus is
Yeah.
so weird. There's like the entire fan bases
because he's like
dedicated to
sensitive
that.
and strong.
Ryan is giving me flack in the chat here. He's saying, "I will donate $50 extra if you shave Matt's head and give him a mohawk on the stream,
That's easy. Let's
I'm
do
down.
that.
Yeah, why not?
or if
Or
you
if we
give him
move
this
Josh.
haircut."
I will literally go get my clippers right
What
now.
haircut is this?
Ryan, this isn't
Ryan, this is just a picture of 2 Polaroids.
Do you want that haircut?
I guess if you can shave that into my
Dude,
head.
get clippers. I could do that.
What if we do a compromise? What if he gave you like a very tight fade that ends right here?
What if we do the Sunset Overdrive, half your head is shaved, the other half is not? And then depending how you look at you, it could
That's
be...
probably less desirable than a mohawk.
Is it?
Yeah, I think the mohawk would be better.
I'm thinking if we like shaved up to here, like,
Do like a sick fade?
pretty decent.
See if we get the boys from Sailor Bups to come
Yeah.
in and give you a fade.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
We're
probably
not
gonna
doing
fly.
that one.
That one's easy to fix, though. You just comb it over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just for those who can't see it, it's a
Friar
Friar
tuck.
tuck.
friar tuck haircut. Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll mull it over.
Oh, mullet it over. Oh, mullet over.
Grab some clippers later.
God, you guys.
Mull it over. The mull it over.
Yeah, it's good.
Dylan, what's a marathon that you've done?
Dude, Dylan, I
Video
did one
game
like
or otherwise.
was it last November?
Whenever Pokemon came
Yeah.
out. Yeah. I played Pokemon for 16 hours.
We got it and laid down on the floor and just played Pokemon, just like swapping
Yeah.
the charger.
And it wasn't like get up and go to have a meal, take a break. It was like 16 hours
Yep.
straight of Pokemon.
Like beat the Elite Four, and then
Yeah.
you
Well, I
like-
think I got to the Elite Four
Yeah.
and then took a break. And then
We
like
made chicken fingers and french
yeah,
fries.
and then we just did it.
And then all that night we did like the online
Yeah,
trading
yeah.
to see what
Oh man,
Pokemon we
that
would
wasn't
get.
like that was like more like an addiction. That was like gambling.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was so fun. Remember
Did
when
you
you
do
got
any of that?
Enton?
I got Enton.
Enton, the German Psyduck. His name is Enton.
Yeah.
Dylan was like, "Look what I got!" And he started laughing. I was like, "What?" He's like, "Enton," and I was like, "I hope that's a custom name."
No, that's just what Psyduck is called in Germany.
Freaking hilarious,
Yeah.
Enton.
Have you done much of the mystery trading?
I did a little bit, but then what I ended up using Mystery Trade for primarily was just dumping all of my EVs.
Oh, so you're one of those horrible people.
Well,
that-
Eevee's not so
Eevee's
bad
a
to
cool
get.
one,
Yeah, Eevee, like
Getting fletchlings and sparrow, whatever those little
Yeah.
caterpillars are. Ugh.
Yeah. No, I did not feel bad like throwing away EVs to Mystery Trade because like they were being bred specifically for like certain kinds of stats.
Yeah.
And they were good basis for a lot of development. But yeah, I think I got a level 70 something out of a mystery trade for an Eevee once. Like
Really? Yeah, well, yeah, people, because I did that too. I would, well, maybe not high levels like that, but I would like evolve stuff to get it from my Pokedex, and then if I didn't want
chuck
it, because think about how happy that makes you to get stuff like that
It's
instead of
really
a
cool.
fletchling.
Dude, I got so many of those stupid friggin' butterflies.
Yeah, although those were cool because they had
Different
they had
patterns.
regional patterns on their
Yeah,
wings.
but I still got too many of them.
Yeah.
there was a graph that came out maybe like a month after Pokemon came
Yeah.
out that showed the like averages of mystery trading.
Oh yeah.
And
What do you mean? What kind of averages? Like of what was being distributed?
Yeah, so like average level, I think was one of the stats, and then average actual Pokemon, and it's like fletchling 30%,
Yeah.
10%.
Whenever I got them, I released them because I know how much I hated it.
Oh,
Basically,
Just left
Dylan and
them
I,
in a
what we
while.
would do is we would trade the guys that we had already like maxed out to their final form, and then whatever we got, we would level it up till its final form,
Trade
and then
it.
trade it back.
Yeah, unless I really wanted it.
Yeah. And then if we got the same one a lot, we would just let it into the wild, so we'd stop friggin' trading it.
So you ended up getting things like you get the starters from each of the generations and stuff. Cause
Yeah, I got a few
I don't know
Bulbasaurs
how,
and
but-
stuff. It was cool.
Yeah, it was really neat, and like ones from Japan and stuff.
Yeah.
it was fun.
It just sucked that their name didn't stay when they evolved. That
Yeah.
made me sad.
like if you have an Enton, it doesn't turn into a
Like,
Goldschweiger or whatever.
Yeah, it turns
whatever
into
German
Golduck.
gold duck would be.
Yeah. Because I had a
was it-
Japanese Bulbasaur.
It changes
and I
to
wanted
your
it to
language
be-
when they evolve, like their
Oh,
their
really?
default,
Yeah.
unless it's a
Yeah.
nickname. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
that
I had one where
sucks.
there's like the Japanese characters, and it was Bulbasaur, and then it just changed to Ivysaur, and I was
Yeah.
so sad because
Yeah.
I was hoping it would be like whatever that was.
Yeah, that was mystery trading and Pokemon in general, and that's going to happen again probably when
Yeah,
the next one
in
comes
another
out.
2 weeks.
By the way, that thing.
Oh my god, that's so
yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I read an article that said that the Street Pass thing is like probably what they're actually doing.
The,
Where
like,
you
your
make
own
your secret
gym?
base, and then whatever team you save in there is like a team that Street Pass people battle you in that gym with.
That will be cool.
that would be the problem with Pokemon. Beyond that, like this, it doesn't really have a good end game high level challenge thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that you run out of a good opponent set
Yeah.
to fight? Like
Yeah.
Imagine
AI
fighting
Once you beat
strategic.
all the AI, there's nothing
There's
left.
nothing left.
And the good thing about, like, say what you will about Street Pass, everyone with a DS who carries it with them will have that game.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Like 80%.
Yeah.
And the fact that you have nigh unlimited gyms to fight.
Yeah,
gyms
it's
are always
crazy.
the most
Yeah.
interesting things.
And like if you get experience too,
Especially
like,
if they mix it up and do like 2 types.
yeah,
well, that's the thing. They'll be awesome because like I don't know about you guys, but it seems that whoever the
you just bulldoze it with whatever one Pokemon you've
yeah,
tailored
whoever runs
to
the
fight.
Pokemon
Oh, yeah.
League is like terrible and
Yeah,
shoehorns everyone into like you can only use fire. You apply
Although-
for the fire
although-
gym.
Yeah,
The
you
new
can only
gyms-
use fighting.
The
in
new
fighting
gyms are
gym.
better. Like the Steel Gym, for instance, was pretty good for that kind of thing. Like Steel had like a clef key and stuff, like stuff that you don't expect. Like it's part fairy and stuff. Weird,
Yeah.
weird
Freaking
shit.
fairy type man crossed me up so hard in that game. I'll tell you, I'd be like, "Ha, Jigglypuff, no problem," and then my like Dragonite would be done, and I was
Yeah.
like, "This game's dumb."
They retconned a lot of moves too, right?
Yeah, some moves were fairy moves.
Like
and then-
Swift and stuff. Maybe not Swift,
I don't
but
know,
like
yeah.
certain things became fairy moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was like really unfortunate, I think.
Why?
Well, because what knowledge you had going into this
was like
was not correct.
counterintuitive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had to like relearn a few things.
Sure.
And they don't teach you that.
No.
At no point does the game tell you
Not
fairy
really.
is
It
a
was
type
all
and
it was
B,
all
these have
internet
changed.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the original games never really tell you that either.
Which is in a way
Because
a
there's
failure.
only like 8 types in the original
Yeah,
game,
and
so
they
it's
didn't.
pretty
Do,
easy
they
to
did,
guess.
there weren't very many hybrid types either.
No.
I don't know if there were any.
Ghost.
Bulbasaur, but might have been like
Ghost
grass-
wasn't a type in the first game.
No, it was. It was
No.
Ghost and Poison, though.
No,
Yeah.
well, Ghost wasn't a type.
Are you sure?
I'm 99%
positive.
sure the
I
problem
thought
is all-
Bulbasaur and them were poison grass in the first game.
No.
I'm 99% sure Ghost was always Ghost Poison, and that was weird because there was no straight Ghost type, and then everyone began to think that Ghost was always weak against like Psychic or something. But when Pokemon Gold came around, Mischievous or whatever,
Yeah.
who was
So it's
pure Ghost, wasn't affected by Psychic, I think.
And people are like, okay.
But then I think that was also a weird thing. I'm trying to get my Pokemon facts straight because Mischievous is Ghost, and then its subsequent form, I think it evolves, was Ghost Dark. And
Yeah.
then Dark is
Weak
like
against.
got weak against stuff.
Okay, so in the first game
Dark
there
is weak against
was
fighting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 15 types.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's normal, fire, water, electric, grass, ice, fighting, poison, ground, flying, psychic, bug, rock, ghost, dragon.
Ghost was in there.
Yeah.
Huh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure. They haven't added a whole lot of types, honestly. They did dark steel,
That was the next one. They added dark and steel.
and then fairy, and that's it.
Yes, but what they started doing was a lot of
Combinations and cool stuff, like in
changes were made to ghost, bug, poison, and
Yeah.
ice in 2nd to 5th
for
gen.
who was good against them.
Yeah,
and stuff.
and then fairy type was added.
But they did cool stuff like things that you wouldn't expect, like lightning bug, like Joltik.
Yeah.
Galvantula's like one of my favorite
Dude,
Pokemon.
Galvantula's
Cool.
awesome. Or like,
Super cool.
who's that lamp guy? Like
Litwick.
lamp guy.
The
And he's
In
like
the new
electric
game?
water.
no, in
he's in
silver
Gen
and
2.
gold.
It's Rotom or something, isn't
No.
No.
That's the fish dude.
Yeah, and he has like the little
Lantern.
Is
Oh.
that it? Lantern.
Yeah, and it evolves from the little guy with little electric antennas and plus
Yeah,
side eyes.
Wooper. No, that's Quagsire.
Quagsire.
That's a different one. Yeah. Anyway, he was
like
good because he was
Quagmire.
electric and water.
it? Which is weird.
Chinchu?
Chin Chow or something like
I don't
that.
know.
It was kind of like we are Rukasei.
Man, their names are clever too. Pokemon naming is such a complicated thing.
Especially since it works in like
Lots of different languages.
Yeah.
Well, are they all puns?
They're not puns. I guess.
A lot of
yeah.
them are puns,
Yeah.
like Lantern and...
Chin Chow.
Chinchou, yeah.
What's the ice cream one?
Vanillix.
Oh my god, guess what
Vanillish
his name
and
is in
Vanillux.
Japanese?
What?
Chonchi.
Chanchi?
Chonchi.
And what is it in English?
Chinchou.
Chin Chow.
Chinchou and Chonchi.
Some of them
Yeah,
are like
this guy.
just like little things like
Electric water. What
Bulbasaur
a
and
good
stuff. Like
combo.
those are so clever. They just sound good and they make sense. And I don't know how it makes sense in other languages, but
Whatever.
or like Greninja. Greninja
Greninja's
is like
so good.
is like French for frog and
Like
ninja. Like Grenouille and ninja.
yeah.
That's cool.
It is.
His tongue is his ninja scarf.
That is, yeah. I think Greninja, of all those new Pokemon, I really like Greninja the most.
I didn't
Because-
like the fox witch or the night chestnut dude. He
It
made
did not
no
like
sense.
either of those. No,
Yeah.
I like Greninja. the best.
Greninja like fits as a
When
Pokemon.
I saw the pictures of them, I was like, I hope these aren't them.
Yeah.
And then it was. And then
you're
I was
like,
like,
wow.
Greninja's the only cool one.
Yeah.
I think that
Plus, the little frog is cute.
what's been weird since whenever they introduced that fire pig, or sorry, whenever they...
Blaziken was with the first
yeah, I was gonna say,
firefighting.
For firefighting.
Weird humanoid.
And then it was always
shit.
firefighting after
Yeah,
that.
it's weird. It's
And now
like,
it's fire psychic.
Like, give it a break.
Although these ones did
they kind of broke it.
they did water fighting, grass dark, fire
Psychic.
So each of
Yeah.
them have like there's a trio of fighting versus dark versus psychic that are
Yeah.
rock paper scissors against each other. Yeah.
Interesting.
What other games? Have we played a lot? I can't think of specific ones,
Dude,
but
Stones and I blasted through Halo.
yeah, there have
2
been
or
there have been
3
tons
a
of
few
Halo
times.
of Halo lands. I think
Yeah.
of like 12 plus hours just
Oh,
straight.
for sure.
Well, we're forgetting a really obvious one that I think we all put time into. The Elder Scrolls games.
Oh, dude.
Those were.
Dylan and I played 8 hours a day, like every day.
It was certainly.
Skyrim
I
came
certainly
out.
logged some hours, but I didn't marathon them because I understood what I was up against.
Yeah.
But a
You
marathon
can never win.
is not always a sprint.
Sure, I guess. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
That's a great analogy.
I
That's
put
true.
hundreds of hours into Elder Scrolls
Yeah.
games. Like, easy.
I-
Stone's way more than me, but I definitely put
Andrew
a lot.
maybe more than no,
Probably
not.
not.
Andrew a
Oh,
lot.
Dude, Stone's
Actually-
read all the books in Morrowind.
That's Andrew too.
Did he too?
Okay,
Really?
the very first time, I've probably told this story before, but for those of you just joining us, the very first time that I watched Andrew play Oblivion, because that was the first Elder Scrolls game that he played, he would go on the map, and like you know how you've got like the large scale map and then the like zoomed in map, and the zoomed in map like reveals as you walk around.
Yeah.
He was trying to uncover every single section of the zoomed in map in every single area.
Oh.
Regardless of whether like he's in a room, he can look in that corner, he can see there's nothing in that
He
corner.
wanted to do
He
it on
wanted
the
to
map.
reveal it on the map, so he walked to that
Oh,
corner.
wow.
For every single room. I was just like sitting there pulling my hair out in his basement.
For wait, which game?
Like, oh, it was
Oblivion?
horrible. Oblivion,
Yeah.
yeah. This is not even counting all his multiple Skyrim files
Yeah.
and all that. This is just the first time I watched him play Oblivion on his PS3. I think that was the first game he got. Or no, Lair I think was the first game he got. and then quickly decided that game was shit. And
Wasn't
got
gonna work.
Oblivion.
Lair was one of the only ones that used 6-axis. Like
That's a very vague, like used it.
Enforced. The primary control scheme was using 6 axis.
Six-axis.
But I don't know. I read a couple articles about Factor 5 over the past few days, and like they were like oddly hung up on motion controls. I don't think that was just Sony's fault.
Really?
Yeah, because like they
Could have been a freaking cool game.
they were trying to do. It's like Stones was talking about before with the expansion port in the N64.
Yeah.
And then again in the GameCube, they were trying to do a motion control Rogue Squadron, and it just like didn't really fit.
Oh
They
yeah,
couldn't.
the N64. I was talking about that.
Yeah,
They wanted
yeah.
to do like a motion control on the N64, and then they ended up just using the memory
For the
pack
RAM or
instead.
whatever, yeah. So they were trying to do it there, and then it didn't work out, and then it didn't really work out on GameCube. So then they got picked up by Sony to do a game for them, but I don't know, Star Wars license, they couldn't get it or whatever. So they did this thing. I'm sure Sony was pushing for it too because it was their new. But like they were already hung up on motion control, and then they went and did. They took the old Rogue Squadron that they were making before, and then like ported it to Wii, and like they finished it, and then it just didn't get released because I don't know Wii stuff. But they're all about the motion controls, and
It's weird.
it just did not
Doesn't it
work
say
for
it's
Lair at
weird?
all.
Weird.
Oh my god, it's not that late, guys. Stop talking like
kinda
over-pronouncing
It's
words.
Like, dude.
I kind of liked the controller. Kind of, if you picture like controlling an animal, like if it's like a mount, imagining like reins is kind of cool, but I just don't think it worked at all.
Like race car, I guess you could be like.
But like piloting like a X-wing or whatever, I don't know. Like that doesn't make sense.
No, just use the sticks.
Yeah.
The stick is
The
like
stick is
very
like a mini
intuitive.
joystick.
Yeah.
That's like
Fighter jets use like a cock stick
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it's
joystick.
called. Yeah, cock stick.
It probably has a like technical
Yeah.
name. But yeah, they like use that
That's
in
why
like
you need to be a
throttles and
certain
stuff.
height to be a fighter pilot in relationship to the cock stick.
Yeah.
oh, I had another thing and now it's gone.
Does that sit in? Where
No,
is?
it doesn't.
It would be
It's
over
to the
here.
side.
Yeah.
You'd have throttle and stuff, but like in a fighter jet,
Yeah.
would all the controls be on either side and you'd be in the middle, like in a tube?
No, actually,
no, there's some
Or is
over
there,
the front of
something
you.
in the middle?
There's something in the middle, I believe.
What, on a fighter jet?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like the thing, and then there's like on either side you have like throttles and like a million switches and buttons.
Yeah.
But like this is your main joystick, and then on it there's like you flip it up, and there's like the buttons for shooting missiles and
That
stuff.
is maybe in movies.
No, dude, that's
really
real.
like-
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
have you
no.
sat
Is there
in a
always
fighter
a little
jet?
toot?
No, in the because it's the like safety, so you don't accidentally press it. You have to flip it up.
Yeah.
But if you go to the airplane museum in Shearwater, they have like a replica cockpit you can like get in
That'd
and
be
sit
fun.
down. Like
Yeah,
flip
no,
all the
it's super
switches.
cool.
Yeah. I mean, not all fighter jets are obviously.
I think it'd be
the same.
fun if you maybe when I have more disposable income, it'd be fun to get a real like video game joystick with all
We
the
used to
controls
have
on
one.
it. That'd be a blast.
Yeah,
for
you
the
can get all
PC.
sorts of cool ones.
For like when Star Citizen comes out and stuff.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
those games
that'd
are
be
gonna be
cool.
crazy.
Oh my god, playing a like Rift with a like joystick
Yeah.
throttle setup.
Oh,
Oh, my
Awesome.
brain would just melt.
oh, you would never leave.
Are
That'd be
you,
amazing.
you still trying to get an Oculus Rift, or are you waiting?
When they actually
I'm going to
come
get
out.
one, but I'm just going to wait for the retail.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah,
Because they're already changing again what it is.
Yeah. Oh, we were
That's
so
an-
close to
Oculus
getting one
Rift
this
would be
summer.
really
We were
cool.
so close.
That
It was
would've been-
ordered.
That would have been so nice. to
And
have
then they
that.
just couldn't like we just didn't think of implementations.
Well,
for
like
it
it
or-
wasn't the computer guys like specialty, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, and it wouldn't have shipped until like we wouldn't have got it until the summer. So we might have been able to like slap something together for the innovator stuff in the end of August,
Right.
but like he wouldn't have had any like dedicated dev time, and it wasn't his specialty anyway. So it was like $400 for something we're probably not going to use.
Well, I'm not going to use.
Well, like
Yeah.
Supernova, wouldn't I would have used it, but
but yeah, Elder Scrolls was a commitment.
nice reel back there.
wait
Yeah,
till
we
the
just-
first like Elder
We
Scrolls
just
Oculus.
played a lot of it. Just
I
like
played-
nonstop.
And I was like, Dylan and I were just sitting next to each other. I was on my computer and he was on the Xbox, and I'd be like, man, did you get to this cave yet? He's like, no. I'm like, man, I found like a ring that gives you like something. He's like, oh, okay, cool.
I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Ryan and I did, except we weren't right next to each other. We were at opposite ends of the apartment.
Yeah.
And I would go over there and watch him. And I remember one time he was really, really struggling to fight this one guy in a dungeon. And I was just watching and telling him some tips and stuff. And then eventually he like just gets the guy and he decapitates him. And it's just like, fuck you.
It feels so good when you're like having a hard time, or if you get that perfect shield block, like
Yeah.
sword attack, and you're like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
get owned.
We were
Yeah.
playing super different characters too.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I was
like, you were like a big Nord,
like a barbarian,
war
yeah.
axe guy, and I was like a wood elf.
like sneaker.
Sneaky ranger
Sneaky
Yeah,
guy.
and I was just a tank.
Berserker mode, go in
Yeah,
and like
all the
two-hander
time.
everybody.
Yeah,
It's a shame Elder Scrolls Online just ended up sucking.
that was very disappointing.
I was like prepared for
I
it.
knew it was gonna happen.
But that was like one of those things where like in your heart you're like, this is probably still going to be bad, but in your
Yeah.
brain you're like, I hope that this is awesome.
Yeah, well, any MMO I've ever played, I was just like, I don't really like this kind of like game style, and I was like,
And-
maybe Elder Scrolls
Yeah.
would be different, and then I like played the beta, and I was like, it's not.
Everyone was saying like, oh, the combat's good, and it just still was not. It's still fluffy, like you go through stuff, like
That's just the way you like can't
you
make
just,
an
it just
MMO
has
that's
to be
not
like that. And I just do not like that.
I
don't-
agree.
I don't care if that's how it has to be. It doesn't mean I have to.
Yeah.
I don't have to
Not
like.
into
I shouldn't
it.
have to like dumb down my standards because that's what the. I
Like
mean,
the
like,
best they
just,
could do.
I shouldn't. Yeah, I shouldn't change why I like it just because the game structure relies on it. Like it doesn't make any sense.
What about giving World of Warcraft another shot?
No.
No,
Not gonna happen.
I've given it 2 shots.
You know what ticks me off when I say that I played to level 20 and people say that, oh, well, you haven't played it then.
Yeah.
You haven't put enough time in, and the game
Yeah.
doesn't open
I
up
played it
until
till
60.
40.
No, the
And it
game
was
should
not
still.
any fun.
The game
But
should
if you,
still.
if you pre-order Draenor or whatever, you get a
yeah,
insta 90.
there should still be a bubble of the game. Like the mechanics should be enjoyable regardless of where you are.
Yup.
The challenge should just scale, right? Like,
Absolutely.
that's just what it. And if I don't like it early on, I'm probably still not going to like it. When I'm a
MMOs
badass.
are just grinding.
Yeah, and
all the
I just
time.
literally do not like the combat.
That too. It's so like
Disconnected.
detached.
Yeah.
You're like just doing this, and then you like do this.
Yeah.
And then you like do this.
And your mage is
and then you like
casting
do, and
stuff.
the guy's just like going like this.
Yeah.
Against you,
And
and,
there
the numbers are
numbers
coming up.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And, I
And like
just-
that was fine in RuneScape because RuneScape was really shitty.
And it was from like 2001.
Yeah, because and it like that was the like charm that it was like lame. And then like you see a game that's 3D and like big world and it's the same kind of combat where you're just like
Yeah.
Still just numbers popping up.
and like nothing's happening and then one of them dies and you're like wow cool.
Especially like I was like a
Hunter?
troll hunter, yeah. So I had a bow, and it was just like press whatever to attack, and I did it, and then he just like keeps.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if they're like right in front of you, it's just like
Yeah, it's just I just like
I was like
Yeah,
a
no, I
warlock
can't
and I had all
stand
these
it.
damage over time, so
Yeah.
my guy was just like did this.
Yeah.
And then did this. And then did this.
and then each WoW seems to just be like, oh well, you gotta. It's like, oh well, you gotta get a mount. Like okay, and then, oh well, you gotta like. It's just
Sean's gonna be pretty upset if he's hearing this.
Yes, this is true. Oh wait, Sean's probably asleep right now.
Yeah, I think you did go to
He
sleep.
It's
was-
okay.
Yeah.
But no, I joke about asking you like, oh, you're gonna
Yeah.
get another shot, obviously, but
I have told Ben that I think he does need to at least.
you need to try.
But
and
why
try
do I
it.
need to play that one? Like I've
Because
played.
that's the gold
like
standard.
Guild
That's
Wars.
the good one.
That's the one, right?
the only
You can
one.
officially rag on every MMO once you've played WoW.
True. If you played WoW, you played them all.
basically.
But
Yeah,
if
because
you've played
does-
any of them, you've played them all. What is
No,
the
but
difference?
WoW is like the
WoW
one.
is the one that they're derivative of.
WoW is the one that people who play MMOs go back to after a week of playing the new one because it's not good enough for them.
Yeah.
Like, it's a weird
Guess, I
mentality.
don't know.
Like they
Nah.
play Star Wars and then they're like, I'll just play WoW. And,
And
then
it
they
is
play
pretty-
like what Conan the Barbarian, like, I'll just play WoW.
And yeah, Elder Scrolls Online,
Yeah.
Guild Wars.
Or like WildStar.
There's always like one thing that people like, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
WildStar was like that too. Like those houses and stuff were cool, but like
It's just a
WildStar had like really cool combat, which I
and the
liked.
aesthetic was awesome
and
too.
the like graphics were cool, but it's just I just don't like MMOs.
it was another MMO, yeah. I made such a cool guy. I was like a big rock warrior dude with like a big cool sword.
I was
and then
like this quick like dragon man.
I was so excited, and then I started the game, and I was like, oh yeah, it's an MMO.
It's an
yeah.
MMO.
It was like collect 10 wiggle
I'm
blocks
still just
from his life.
walking through stuff like this and like doing quests that I don't understand, and
Yeah.
But guys, the new animations and character models were just put into World of Warcraft.
But if I
walking's your
still just
issue-
like hold most one for him to continuously attack or whatever, like I don't care.
But
I
Ben-
couldn't even play Dragon Age because it was like that. Like
you
I can't.
No, you expressed you had issues with Dragon Age because of like setting and theme, didn't you? Like, isn't
No.
it that you don't care
No.
about fantasy stuff?
fantasy.
I very much enjoy fantasy
Oh, you
stuff.
do. Oh, I'm misremembering that. Sorry.
I like sci-fi.
But
better
like
than
it was
fantasy.
sold to me as Mass Effect
in the Middle
like
Ages
Lord,
or whatever.
okay.
in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And I started playing. I was like, well, A, it's plays like an MMO, and B, it's not like the dialogue's not spoken or anything. So I was
Yeah, the main character doesn't talk,
Yeah,
which is weird.
Yeah, which like normally doesn't bother me. Like I played Fallout and I loved
But
it.
after Mass
but,
Effect,
like,
especially if it's being compared to that.
yeah,
Here's what you should do. You should...
erase all of my memories of Mass Effect.
No.
Play Dragon Age.
You should try World of Warcraft because you like Destiny so much, and that is what Destiny is aping a lot of things off.
Destiny's like
Except
it's like
I still
so
I
abridged.
play
though.
Destiny though. I don't watch it. Like I don't
Now
know.
you're just being facetious. That
A
you
little
don't
bit,
play.
yeah.
I don't know. When there's add-ons for the game that play like YouTube videos transparently over your World of Warcraft, that's when it's like, oh, it's not even really a game.
Well, no. I mean, lots of people watch. Like, that's a little silly, I think.
Or like people
But,
get
like,
dual
people-
monitors.
But
Sean
yeah, people
plays like
do-
another game while he plays WoW.
because at the point he's at, WoW has become a job that like he needs to hit like the auction house and make this money so he can like run the guild and do all this silly stuff.
Sounds fun. Sounds like a fun game.
Yeah.
Well, that's responsibility he took onto himself, and I'm sure he's enjoying that. But like, lots of people watch things while they're playing games. Like you probably watch movies or something while you're grinding for helium in Destiny, don't you?
No, because I have to
You
play it.
100% focus.
I have to use
It's a
both
shooter.
hands on the controller. I'm playing a shooter.
The only game in the world
Okay.
that I can like watch
Hearthstone.
something else is Hearthstone.
'Cause you're
and
doing
even then
turns.
I mess up
And
a
it
lot
still
'cause I'm
screws
not
you up
paying
because like
attention.
all of a sudden you get swamped in one turn and
you're
look
like,
back
"What
and be like, what
happened?"
just happened?
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's the big. It's a huge factor is that the gameplay is different, and like that's like
Yeah.
It's not like in pieces where like story is one piece, gameplay is one piece, graphics is one piece. They're all pieces, but gameplay is like so far and above like paramount to your experience that like the actual act of shooting is so drastically different from this.
And like Borderlands is a loot grind too, but you still like
Yeah.
you're actively engaged in it.
Yeah,
But Borderlands has things like it actually has a written story. That's
Well, I
voiced
mean,
and acted
like
and-
end game Borderlands, like end game WoW. It's still like raid bosses, and you're
Yeah.
still grinding to get loot and stuff.
Endgame WoW is a little different
Oh,
than Endgame
yeah,
Borderlands.
sure.
No, I know,
Same.
but I mean, it's still like the story doesn't matter at that point. You're just doing
like
whatever.
dailies.
Yeah.
Well, it depends, I guess, what you want to do in World of Warcraft. But yeah, you're not incorrect to say that.
On this note, though, Matt, can you think of any particular occasions where WoW dominated a single portion of time?
More than likely when I was in high school.
We used to make so much fun of you for playing that in high school, and now
Yeah.
everyone except for me plays it like a lot.
Yeah. No, I got hooked on the WoW pretty good in high school there. Like, it didn't ruin education.
That's good.
But no, it was at a point the thing I played like almost exclusively. Like I didn't play. What was that around then? PlayStation 2 and Xbox. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xbox 360.
360
would've
came,
out,
yeah,
when
like
we
a
were
couple
in high
years,
school.
couple years
Okay.
ago. Yeah.
So like I wasn't playing as much of that stuff, and it was mostly like, all right, let's play World of Warcraft. Oh, okay, let's not go into Stormwind because the computer can't actually run that area of the game very well because everyone would congregate there. And no, I don't know. It would be more of like the marathon itself, like just the long running
Just
thing,
your
not like
romance
sitting
with
there
Warcraft.
and doing it 20 hours a day.
So you weren't one of those at any point?
I mean, I'm sure I did it once, maybe. When
First expansion pack or whatever.
Maybe.
Or Lich King or something.
I didn't play when Lich King came out.
You didn't?
I did not. I did not play when Lich King came out, and I did not play when Cataclysm came out.
Wow.
Fuck.
Literally. World of Warcraft.
3 puns!
Damn it. It's like a onion. There's layers.
It's an accident now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just refreshing the stream here, and this is the worst commercial ever. This lady is drinking water, and then it looks like she's just peeing in a store.
And it's for Interact.
And it's for
purchases.
Interact.
Anywhere you want.
It's quick. Yeah.
You can do it anywhere you want.
Oh, God.
Do you need to use your money, but somewhere else? Interact. Watch this lady pee on the floor for
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Oh, God.
That's horrible.
So, it seems that we've all played video games for both extended periods of time in the short term,
Oh my goodness.
and most certainly in the long term.
Yep.
Oh my god, the amount of times that I've played through Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Like,
Final Fantasy
big
IV for me is my favorite. I've like blasted through that game. I'll be like sitting there, I had my PSP, and I was like, oh, this plays emulators. I'll get Final Fantasy IV. I'm like, which one? Super Nintendo, or should I get Game Boy
Yeah.
Advance, or the one that's made for PSP? And then I'll be like, let's do all of them.
You know what games, even though I don't play much of them anymore, that whenever I had the chance, I plowed through were any Zelda games that I had my hands on.
Oh,
When I
yeah.
was into those, I think I blasted through Twilight Princess in fairly thoroughly in probably 3 days, 2 or 3 days when I was 14, whenever that game came out.
I've never played a lot of Zelda games, but the handheld ones I really got into.
This newest one was awesome.
Yes.
The new one was really good.
Yeah.
I had one of my favorite Zelda games is the sequel to the most popular one, which is Link to the Past,
Yeah.
and it's the freak is the name of it. The
Link
one-
Between Worlds.
Link between now and
No,
What?
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
Yeah. Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah, Link's Awakening. He goes on
That's
a
the
boat
Game Boy
after
one.
that,
Yeah,
and then
that's the
crashes.
Game-
You're
on an
talking
island.
with the Game Boy one.
Yeah, the Game Boy one,
That's
yeah.
Link's
Okay.
Awakening.
And that was my favorite
Link to
Game
the
Boy
Past
game
was
for a
late,
long
or-
time. Link,
was
Link Between
later.
Worlds is later.
Link
it's like
Between Worlds
the same
is the
kind
sequel.
of thing.
It's the sequel to A Link to the Past. I don't know how any of the Zelda chronology stuff works.
What's
I
the one we
Sony
just
one?
played? Isn't that the
Link
one we
Between
just
Worlds.
played?
That one is a
3DS
sequel as well, but like it's not a direct sequel. It's like
It's
a
a reimagined
parallel
sequel.
sequel.
Yeah,
kind
but
of
isn't that
thing.
Link Between Worlds, the 3DS one?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're just
No.
trying to figure out where it fits in the series?
Yeah,
That is
because
that
the one
one.
I played is like the direct sequel, according to the chronology.
Yeah.
But only one of the timeline.
But yeah, because Zelda is 8 different things happening. But anyway, it's really fun, and you have to wake up this big whale that's sleeping in an egg.
Yeah.
It's probably the most fun Zelda game I've ever played. And I played the Oracle of Ages and Seasons and stuff, and Minish Cap. But I
Yeah.
never played a lot of the console ones.
The new one sucked. I didn't like the Wii one at all.
No, I didn't.
Skyward
play
Sword.
Never played any
No,
of those.
it was so much. It took me an hour to have
Your
freedom.
archery target or whatever.
Not that I need a big open world, but it took me an hour to get through tutorials. Hey, lazy bones, wake up! Blah. I was like, oh, just let me go to a dungeon or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's so great about the new one on 3DS.
Yeah.
It's like,
Here you go.
here you go. You know how to swing a sword?
Yeah, you
All
can
right.
literally go get whatever item you want because you can buy them.
That was cool. You could rent them or buy them depending on how much you think you needed them.
Yeah, it was great. It was a really good game. And today, of course, we're going to be writing our news story of long gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Retired.
true. I don't know if I've ever played 24 hours straight of any kind of game.
And granted, as a disclaimer, all four of us are obviously not going to be playing something for the
Yeah.
entire 24 hours.
I've definitely stayed up 24
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, this is new for me though. Overall, just constant engagement and
Yeah.
with the cameras and stuff, this will be crazy.
When I was
Yeah.
in college, I would not do my homework, and then it would be 5 in the morning. I'd be
Well,
I better just stay up.
I
So let's
sh-
watch Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection until school starts.
Yeah.
Why would it be those movies?
Because those are the ones I hadn't seen.
Okay.
And you fell asleep probably.
No, I watched them all the way through. And then I went to school.
Alien 3 is so bad it doesn't make sense.
Alien Resurrection's not even that bad. It's
No.
kind of action-y.
Well, the only reason Alien Resurrection is considered bad is how far weird it strays.
Yeah, from the other ones.
But 3 is just an actually bad.
Yeah,
It's
it just
badly
makes no
shot. The
sense.
plot is bad. The twist or
and they
whatever
don't
is
use
bad.
Ellen Ripley in a cool way.
She's bad.
Yeah.
Everything's bad.
Well,
And the alien is dumb.
The alien dog thing is bad.
Yeah.
to make the point about what Alien is, it's kind of an examination of always male sexuality in a way, or fears and desires of it.
And
And
it looks like a big wiener.
no, just because of
I think it does look like a big.
it does look like a big winner. But the third movie, does that not take place on an
Prison,
exclusively
A male
They put
prison
her in a
planet.
male prison. Yeah.
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 Because she's such a bad chick
Bad.
Well, no, she
and
crashes
with no
there.
dick.
She
I
does
don't-
crash there.
Yeah, I don't remember all the details of that film, but yeah, I do remember it kind of was a real stinker that they wrote off the ending of Aliens.
They're everybody died, but
Yeah.
Ripley's still alive.
It was weird that one of the most iconic shots from the Alien saga is from that movie. Her
Oh, with
crying
right
with
up
the
against her
alien right
face?
next to her face.
Yeah.
It's from that movie.
Which is weird because that's the most popular image that people think
Yeah.
of, and it's not even from the good
Yeah.
stuff.
And at the end, she jumps into lava or something.
Yeah, well, because she has the
Oh,
queen
Terminator
egg
2.
inside of her.
Crazy.
I think.
Do not dare you compare that movie to Terminator 2.
Well, it
Nah.
came out around the same time ish.
no.
No, they didn't.
Oh no.
No, within the same 10 years.
The same 10 years. Yeah, the
So
same
one,
time
so one
period.
one would have come out, and then they would have seen that shot and go that's a
It's
great
not
shot.
the same.
Into lava, self-sacrifice. It's quite similar.
Except that guess what happens in the fourth one? They
She's
cloned her
still
1,000
alive.
times, so she's not
you
even
dare
dead.
try to say that the writing in the fourth movie of a series
Also,
is
guess
better
what
than
happens?
the writing of another movie.
Yeah, the argument of cloning is not a good way to defend the Terminator series.
Dude, Terminator, I don't even know
Or,
what
like,
happened with that.
replication.
They like went everywhere and then back to the start again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're weird. I'm interested to see how they are going to avoid ruining everything with this new movie.
Terminator? Yeah, I don't know.
Because, like, in the fourth one, they're already, like, treading over themselves in a
'cause
weird way.
the fourth one like went
the
back to the
present
first one.
Is-
the present had like caught up to, or almost caught up
The
to.
point where they like
Send
them back to the first one.
Yeah.
Because Sarah Connor is in the next movie.
Yeah.
It's played by, what's her name?
Emilia Clarke.
Emilia Clarke, yeah.
Yeah. Is
So-
it going to be like Sarah Connor
So
Chronicles?
what
in
the
between
what
the
are they
second
actually
one?
doing? Who knows?
I think it's starting. I think they're just going to start over.
Because I think that's
Maybe
their
they'll send a time machine back in time.
I think that's their-
and
Like,
then
let them-
send them
Yeah.
to the future, which is now the present.
so she can birth a new John Connor right
And
in
there
I
front
will
was
of
be
disappointed
two
to
John
see
Connors.
Terminator Salvation not have laser guns like they promised
Yeah.
in Terminator 1 and 2.
with wicked sound effects.
And John Connor not having like an eye patch or whatever.
Come on, you guys, you've seen the movies.
Yeah, like why didn't he have laser guns?
That was one of the
Well,
worst.
they weren't there yet. It wasn't quite there.
Yeah,
I don't know because in Terminator 2 it literally like shows.
Well, because Kyle Reese was still only a little kid. in
Yeah,
this
Kyle,
one.
and,
Well, not a
and
little
Connor
kid. He
wasn't
was,
like his
17 or
full-blown
whatever.
dude. I think what they're doing is like their demonstration of how time works is that you can't. They're in the
Stop
third
it.
one. They say like
It's
this is going to
determinism.
happen.
The whole
Yeah.
thing's deterministic.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what you do, the same result is just
So like
gonna
they
happen.
might send this Sarah Connor is like not the same one. It is her, but it's not going to work the same way as Terminator 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It's like still her, but in a different like time. of
Another layer
space.
She's like
under.
alive in between
Yeah.
Terminator 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And you just don't know what happens.
Something.
Because she dies somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And you don't know when or why or whatever.
And Arnold will be there.
Yeah.
Oh, lol.
He was in the newest one as a CG.
Who? Arnold? Yeah, they like put his
Yeah.
face
And now
on
he's
the
like
other
actually
guy.
big enough again.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Man, they must be like really juicing up to get that big. Because
I don't know.
like Stallone is bigger than he ever was, even in like Rambo.
Yeah.
And he's like 60 something.
He's huge, yeah.
so
for
he's
sure.
definitely like gotta be
Will-
on the juice.
Will Arnold be an old model of Terminator?
I don't know what they're gonna
No,
do.
they've please, for the love of God, like take it back in time and let him play that general character that his likeness is based off of. Remember they like hint at that, and I think it was Terminator 3. He's like just a military
Oh, yeah,
officer
yeah.
or
Third
something.
one, they talked about why they sent him back looking the same as the second one was because in the third one, they knew John Connor would be like comfortable with that. In the second one, I think they talk about
No,
that.
but in the
don't-
third one, there's a human, like he's a military officer. It's like why they chose that likeness when they made Terminator
to make him as an insurgent,
Oh, really?
to make him
Yeah.
as like
Oh,
to
okay.
make him as like an insurgent that could sneak in or whatever.
Yeah.
Because the idea
Oh,
was that they have those now they don't.
Well, I
have
guess the
rubber skin
robots were
anymore.
pretty big, so they needed someone that would like.
They need
be
huge.
big
It's
enough.
a huge skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
But in
like-
that, there's a shot in Terminator 1, I think, when Reese is having a nightmare and like one of the new models breaks into a base and like
Yeah.
kills everybody after they. Because that was the idea was that they have people that look like rebels
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then they come in and shoot everybody.
That whole thing is like a whole mess of things now. All of Terminator.
Yeah.
Just making the second movie like it was a good movie, but it like kind of ruined the time travel because they talked about how
Nothing
they needed
organic can
to
go-
cover the
metal
metal
skeletons,
with
yeah.
organic, so it would go through the
But then
time.
the T-1000
thing.
can
The
go through
T-1000
somehow.
is not organic. The whole thing is metal.
I
but
think
he,
no.
like,
I think they did come up with some kind of goofy explanation.
Well,
for
yeah,
it,
there
but-
is a type of mercury that has organic.
Yeah,
kind
and
of
he's
living
like
metal.
he's some kind of nanotech
he's a
metal shit.
living skeleton or whatever.
That was, I think that's what it was. And I mean,
Yeah.
in that world, you are allowed to come up with excuses like that. I think.
Yeah. That's another thing we could talk about, movie marathons. I've marathoned all the Harry Potter movies over like 2 days.
It's quite a bit.
It was a lot. And I liked them all except for the Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah, that movie was just such a shame.
I felt like it was a big
I think
filler
that's
movie.
my favorite book.
That is the best book. The movie
Yeah.
doesn't work though because it's so much introspection. It's like all in Harry's head. It's all about the
Yeah.
build up with his relationship with this character and like how
Well,
he
and it had
feels
a
about his
lot
dad and
of-
stuff. Like
It had a lot of like flashback. I
Yeah.
don't remember exactly how. I think he keeps visiting Dumbledore and he keeps him
learning about
drops from the
Voldemort.
pensive
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
seeing Voldemort.
and they don't do much of that in the movie at all.
which is stupid.
Because in the book, it was huge. That book, like, wrapped everything from the first 5 books and then built up to the 7th one in, like, a
Yeah.
perfect way. Because it teaches you all about why Voldemort is, like, who he is.
You mean
Yeah.
Tom Riddle?
And, like, what he's doing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame because that movie didn't
I
work. Just 'cause
think I still haven't seen the last movie.
the second part is really good. The first one, it like honestly that had enough content to be split into 2 movies.
The Half-Blood Prince?
Yeah, no, the second one,
No,
the
the
seventh
second
one.
one.
Sorry, yeah,
I definitely saw the first one in a theater.
yeah, and it ends with him like
And
laughing and in the
Yeah.
middle of the night.
And I have not. I definitely didn't go see the last one. I think we watched it while we were studying once.
Yeah.
But like I didn't actually watch it.
It'll be interesting to see because people will do it once The Hobbit is all available. People are going to try and do that. It's
Yeah.
like
Cut
it all
extended
together.
edition, 23 hours
I
of
can't even
shit.
do.
The
We
Lord of
did
the
the
Rings.
Lord of the Rings one for
No.
our RA program.
Nope.
Too much.
And I got we finished the first disc of the third one. I was like, I'm fucking done.
Yeah,
And I packed up my shit from the lobby and
Yeah.
left. I was like, this is.
They are like they're good pieces of art, but like they are long.
And not only are they long, but they're not incredibly interesting.
No, there's
the whole
a
time.
lot of
Oh,
super
get
boring stuff.
outta
There
here.
is.
There's a lot of not interesting
There's
parts.
okay.
The extended
Levine
editions of those
gonna
movies are
listen.
like the books. Like
Yeah.
they're
It's just-
good, they're well made, but
Lots of
they
air.
are a slog.
Yeah.
They're
They
like
are.
a chore to get through.
It's not a story for like pacing's sake. He's literally just like recounting what this crazy thing is that happened in his imagination.
Yeah.
In this
Yeah.
world that he built. Like it's not meant to be.
So just to be clear, we're talking about Lord of the Rings and not The Hobbit?
The Hobbit
Yeah.
doesn't. Anyway, yeah, The
Hobbit's
Hobbit's a
not
whole
part
other
of it.
beast.
no,
'cause
this is just the Lord of the Rings extended edition movies.
yeah, the 3.5,
Oh,
4 hour
sorry.
movies.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we're
Okay,
talking
wait.
about.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about just Lord of the Rings, like the regular films.
No,
or-
no, the like
The
long
extended editions.
versions.
The extended editions
Oh.
are like the movie versions or the
books.
movie equivalency of the books. So like
Yeah.
where the books are like that they're good
Yeah.
and like they have a crazy amount of detail and there's an interesting story there, but the books aren't that interesting.
No.
And like the movies, like they're well crafted and they're well put together, but like if you try and sit through like power read them or like they're hard, it's hard to do that.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a lot
they're-
of stuff
They're
all
just
the time.
So you guys are okay with regular Lord of the Rings, like not extended?
I can't.
even
It's still,
that
they're
if
still
you
long
marathon
movies.
them, like
yeah,
it's
that's
long,
10
but
hours.
like they're
right?
definitely
Well, you don't
much more
marathon it.
concise than the books.
Yeah.
Like they're not as bloated.
Although I still can't wrap my head around why they did it with The Hobbit, because like the stuff they added, other than Dol Guldur, I don't know why that like stuff they added needs to be there.
Some of the stuff is weird.
It's
It's
cool.
definitely money.
It absolutely
definitely
is.
money.
It's cool to see where Gandalf is. That's my.
Is it?
That's
Like,
my
what's he
angle.
done that's notably cool?
I just thought. I just like.
I just
I
like
had no idea where he
Gandalf.
was.
More
Yeah.
of Gandalf.
Yeah,
is
and I
cool.
like McKellen's like version of Gandalf a
Interpretation,
lot. Yeah.
yeah.
So seeing more of him is cool.
Did you
And-
guys see the picture of him crying at the table
No.
when they were shooting the movie? Because it was just like a big green screen.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
him by himself, and then he just like breaks down and
Yeah.
starts to cry.
He's like, "This isn't why
He's
I'm
like,
an
this is
actor."
not why I'm an actor. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they like had to do it because the like hobbits are small.
It was that. When, oh yeah, because he was filming his scene when
In
he
the
gets into the
table?
house.
Yeah.
And it's just him by himself.
Yeah. And he just like starts to cry.
Yeah. It'd be sad.
Is sad.
It'd be frustrating because like
Yeah.
people did it before. Like people.
Well, because you like need other people's energy to like
yeah.
keep your
and,
energy.
but no, and like
Like
people-
if we filmed this podcast all at our own houses and like
Yeah, and, like,
alone, it
smashed
would
us
not
together.
be anywhere near
it
as
was just
fun.
a Skype.
But the weird thing is that
all by
like people
ourselves.
used to find a way. Like when you're limited, you
Yeah.
find
Well,
resources
Princess
that will
Bride
accomplish
does
what
it,
you want.
and I mean that movie's old.
Yeah,
and kind of
And
bad,
aren't
but
even
they
like,
do it in that.
But even things like I don't know, like not even having the house there, like the set, like it's just weird.
yeah, it was all like only thing he had was the table.
Yeah.
and everything was green screen.
like he wasn't in the Hobbit house or
No.
anything. Like
Yeah,
That's weird.
It
'Cause,
was
I mean, because
weird.
it can definitely be done without a green
they
screen.
did it in Lord of the Rings.
Well, but I mean, I guess that's more complicated than a lot of the stuff they did in Captain America. But like, they just did stuff where they just did the exact same shot. Like the camera's on like a fixed robot path, and then they just walk it, like do the same scene with the two different Captain America actors, and then like the lighting's all the same and everything. So they just like compile them. It's like when,
Composite, yeah.
yeah,
his
it's the
face,
sa-
you mean?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
as I read a really cool article about this company that does that, and like they do it all the time with like just touching up people's bodies. Like there's a whole lot of fake shit.
Wow.
But like Captain America was a blatant one where like for a lot of, and not as much as you'd think, but it was two different actors, and that's a lot of how they did it. They just ran the same shot twice with the body double and then with him, and like
makes sense.
and the actors would just look So when they did like the Chris Evans take, they would just look at his like chest instead of his head. So then when they put his head on the shorter guy,
It
they're
looked where
still
it was,
looking at
yeah.
him. But they just run the same shot twice. So
See,
that
like, that's
he
the
has
work.
all of his facial expressions, and then they just.
That's cool.
It's really cool.
So to the point of the Hobbit, like why the
So why not do that with? At least he's in the house, and
so
then.
my suspicion might be that the tradespeople that would be required to build the sets and do the work for
In
that,
2 different locations or twice or.
They did it with Hagar the Horrible.
Well, I guess
and Harry
they're
Potter.
not short, so
That
have
dude
to,
is actually really big, though.
yeah, like they'd have
He's like 6 feet tall,
Is
like
he really?
300 pounds.
I thought he
Yeah.
was kind of small.
it has
So-
to be a big like set build, and since everything is digital now and people are doing a lot more green
Yeah.
screen computer work, like there's less demand for those tradespeople that can do
Yeah.
that kind of work. So maybe
It is just, it's a
Maybe it
shame.
Yeah, but something as big
like-
as The Hobbit, you think
and,
they
like,
bring
in
somebody
that
but
movie-
they're still adhering to budgets and
Yeah.
Their budget
money.
is like infinity money.
No,
though.
it's
You don't think The Hobbit has like almost an infinite budget?
no.
Really?
Like hundreds of millions
It-
of
it-
dollars?
hundreds of
one of the
millions,
things
but
I
it's
found
not.
I found even odd about The Hobbit was the lack of like, because in Lord of the Rings they have a lot of really cool sets, like the Moria fight and stuff. Like there's obviously green screen walls
Yeah.
and stuff, but like they've got all these like skeletons and stuff. People are busting in the door. The fight scenes in The Hobbit are all like super sterile.
Yeah.
And like I guess it adds to the like whimsy of it because it's supposed to be like more lighthearted, but it doesn't translate well.
Well, here's the thing that's fairly accurate, I think, to say. A lot of the fight scenes in Lord of the Rings, the camera is within the space,
Yeah,
within the action.
it's like tracking
Yeah.
through them and
it's,
stuff.
It's stuck on
Yeah.
rails or something. Like it is actually having to move through the space.
Yeah.
Whereas Lord of the Ring or The Hobbit, like that barrel scene, the only shot that was actually real there
Was-
probably the GoPro one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was just, and those things are a different kind of slog. I find, like especially that I was watching that, I was like, okay,
It was a bit long.
there's like a river.
Like I understand it
fat
took
one.
them
I
a
don't
while
know.
to build
Are you
like
sure
a-
you guys aren't just getting old? I thought the barrel scene was kind of fun. Like it's
didn't-
not in the book or whatever, but
I'm
it was still
definitely just
fun.
getting old and
Oh, yeah.
crotchety, but
It's just like a lot, I guess.
I just felt like they did it, and then I was like, cool, and then it kept,
Kept
going. I was
going.
like, all right, and then
Yeah.
it was like going again, and I was like, and then what?
And the elves are like doing flips and monkey bars on the trees and stuff.
Oh no, the gate's locked. Will they get the gate unlocked?
Yeah. Oh.
Like, will any of the dwarves die?
Like in
No.
Tomb Raider,
Yeah.
if you frig up, she just gets like impaled through the head, and then you start over.
Yeah. The
And I wished it was more
the
like
dwarves
that.
all have like hardcore main character shields.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
The fight with the trolls was like preposterous. They like kicked the
Oh.
trolls' asses.
They're kind of like Jackie Chan. You ever notice everything's like by accident,
Accidental,
and they're
yeah.
just like, "How are we doing this?
like
Whoops!"
juggling
Yeah.
a vase while they're fighting somebody.
Yeah. And then they just kind of like,
What time is it? We should probably get going.
Yeah, it's we're just coming up on 1 o'clock right now.
"Oh, nice, that's perfect."
All right. Well, we drank her. What'd you guys think of the root beer?
It was
You know
tasty
what?
root beer.
It was good.
I
It was like A&W's root beer, but it was like a little softer.
Yeah.
This guy here?
And
Yes.
it didn't come in a giant mug.
Yeah.
Propeller, yeah.
So here's the deal. We have 2 more root beers.
Yep.
We have 2 ginger beers, and we have another fun little extra thing. So we could probably stagger those. I'd say maybe we do a ginger beer next, root beer, fun thing,
thing, then
ginger beer,
Yeah.
root beer to finish.
Man, ginger
Yeah.
beer. I don't know
So
about
like
you
every
guys.
3
It's gonna be
hours, 4
zesty,
hours.
Yeah, there's zesty.
And one of them I noticed is it says traditionally cloudy, which I think means like we can't
Unfiltered.
stop this. It's just cloudy, and we're gonna make it seem like it's a good thing.
We couldn't fix this no matter what, so just drink it.
just say it's traditional or classic. People will buy it.
Yeah.
And I did because the bottle's
Dude,
cool.
that's why they made new Coke, so they could make like classic Coke and be like, this is the same thing we were selling, but now you want it
Now it's
more.
called classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in a slightly different bottle.
Because for a year they were like, oh, here's the new one. And people were like, oh, I don't like it as much. And they're like, yeah, well, here's the old one.
Well, why don't we wrap this podcast then? Happy episode 50. Let's get things rolling. I actually have to use the washroom very quickly,
Okay,
and then we'll
we'll
get right
get
into
this
it.
stuff going. All right, happy
Yeah.
50,
Dude, I can
everyone.
tell jokes if you want to set up.
Okay, how do I mute this so I don't privy people to
So
my
what is
bathroom?
next on the schedule?
All right.
Halo,
well,
I think.
Nice, that was fun.
All right,
Good
Halo,
podcast.
yeah.
How do you
Okay.
mute this?
You flip that thing right there. All right.
Nice.
Dylan, do you want to just talk real quick?
What?
Just make sure you're muted.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you're good.
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to stop this here, and I'm going to hit save as so that we have an episode 50 archive, just in case.
Awesome.
Nice.
Do you want, I'll go hit the power on the Xbox and get that.
Sure.
Oh, what are we
starting to do
doing?
that.
Halo?
Actually, can you just hang tight there for a second, Ben?
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna
Hang 10, Ben, real quick.
I'm I'm gonna have to move the mixer.
Do we have a green screen so we could do like a surfing scene?
Well, we have a blue
we
screen
don't have
here.
to do that.
You
That
can
was
pretty
just-
easily chroma key that out. It's just not
Where are we
green.
gonna put all this stuff?
My
Just
eyes
over
will
here?
just be surfing.
Just 1 second, guys. Two things at the same time. There we go. Okay, this is archived now. Okay. I'm going to put the laptop here. Folks on the internet, just hang tight for a minute. We're just setting up for the next
Ooh, my
segment.
back's all sweaty.
The rest of the transitions will be much
Look at
smoother
the like
because
butt crease from where my legs like squeeze together.
Okay, so the things we got to do. I got to hit stop recording here.